What's going on, everyone? Welcome. It's theme night here tonight. We hit episode 20. We are covering The Killing Joke. And I wish I had a clip from last week where Rude was laughing because I would have put that as our video to start this theme off. But Rude's going to join us a little bit later on. Let me introduce everyone. We got Cali Comics. We got Paul in the 619. We got Mike. You know Mike. He's been here a few times. You know him. And we got Real Rude, who is late. We know he's going to be, but he...
Like always late.
He's probably reading the book. Let's be real.
Catching up. He's catching up.
But it's Friday. You know what that means. It's Gotham City Lights podcast. This is going to be a fun one. We got 3 giveaways tonight. 2 hashtag giveaways for everybody in the chat. And then we got the community shout out wheel to see who wins that community shout out that we've been doing. Couple great books and a chocolate Batman to give away. Right there. Yeah, that one right there. Ooh, that is given away to one of you lucky people in the chat. But before we get started, let's see what these guys have going on. Callie, what's going on with you?
Nothing. Got a new wall. That's about it. Oh, I'm going to a Comic-Con tomorrow. A little one, but it'll be fun.
Nice. Paul?
I had the day off. I read a lot of comics. And I reread. It's been a while. I think I know the story, but it's been probably a year since I've reread The Killing Joke. Still impactful. Gosh, I can't wait till we dig into it. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Nice, Mike.
Nothing really, just work and packing up, moving. Eventually I'm gonna be moving. So yeah.
Oh, it's always fun.
I know.
He's moving into the Batcave. That's a good move. That's a good move.
He's Jordan Paul in there.
He's gonna be my neighbor. He's gonna be right in there.
And let's say hello to everyone who's in the chat with us right now. We got Robert Pop Springs. What's going on, Robert? Thanks for being here, buddy. Always appreciate you. We got Cali Comics saying hi to everyone.
Let's go, Raven.
Let's go. What's going on, Zach? Thanks for being here.
What's up, Tails?
We got Robbie Josephs. What's going on, Robbie? Robbie sent us a banger this week to go along with this theme, so you're going to want to stay tuned to see what he sent us. Let's see. We got Paul in 619. We got 8 in the chat, 8 watching. So you guys want to type in the chat? There you go. We got Just Your Average Geeks. What's going on, Dave? I was showing the boys backstage what you sent me. I can't show it on air.
I mean, you could. You could.
Yeah, we saw it. Let's just say, whoa.
But yeah, so thanks everyone for being here. We'll say hello to everyone as they pop in. One of us will say hi to you. Could be all of us. You never know. But without further ado, these guys have been waiting to see these slides. I nailed these slides this week for this show exact. But starting off with our theme night, Killing Joke. We have a poll in the chat. You guys go vote. 1 being the least, 4 being the highest. We'll end that poll later on tonight and see what came out. If you guys liked it, if you didn't like it. Chat, you always know we read your questions. So if you got any questions throughout this, let us know too as well. But let's start off with some news and some questions. And this is all Killing Joke and Joker related stuff. What do you guys think of these nice new slides for this?
Yeah, I'm digging the colors.
Purple and green. A lot of purple and green.
And then the Joker theme in the background.
Yeah. Nice.
Nice. All right, let's dive right in. So DC completely reinvents Joker's personality and mental state in a shocking new Batman story.
Talking about Matt Fraction's story, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
I like it. I think it's time Joker got like a refresh almost with his personality. I think he's getting kind of stale, to be honest. And I
Right.
think it's interesting they made him fat.
They did make him fat.
Well, it's not like he gets out much.
I know he's in a
Stuck
tube.
in a tube.
He's in a tube. I'm curious as what they're gonna do with the Joker, and if it will stick.
You know,
Yeah.
I actually think he's gonna have a new power set. You know what I mean? As far as like instead of just being like a crazy maniac, I'm actually thinking that he's gonna develop some powers.
Yeah.
Maybe some like mental powers. He could like I don't know telekinesis. I have no idea, but yeah, I'm all for it. I think it's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
I'm liking the run so far, and I like what Matt Fraction's doing. We'll see. We'll see.
I agree with Paul.
Yes, it's gonna be pretty cool. Be interesting how that Joker, because they're going to reinvent him. So it's gonna be cool to see. So
yeah.
Next up, Joker is Batman's most iconic villain. Who would be a close second?
Oh,
as a Batman villain?
Yeah, so Joker is his most iconic, but out of the Batman Rogue Gallery, who would be his closest second, like right behind Joker?
The one off the top of my head, I would have to say is probably Ra's al Ghul. I would go with Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Good pick.
I wasn't even thinking about him, but yeah, no, that's a good one.
I think I'll go with Harvey Dent.
Nice, that's a good one. Yeah,
Paul.
You know, I know it's kind of like she's not like a bad guy anymore. She's kind of like an anti-hero, but I say Catwoman. You know,
yeah.
The thing is, with Catwoman, Batman sometimes pulls back because, she's sexy, and he loves her, and but they have a lot of history too. You know what I mean? I think they go way back, and when she started as a bad guy, I think, he kind of like enjoyed just like catching her because yeah, she is so sexy.
Robert saying Bane.
Yeah, good one.
Bane's a good one. Chat, you guys let us know too what you guys think. I think Penguin. Penguin's right up there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Riddler, but then dude, Batman always like solves his shit like in 2 seconds. I was like, it can't be Riddler. I wanted to say Riddler, but I can't say Riddler.
I thought you were gonna go with Superman, Dan.
Oh,
that too. Zach says Kite Man.
Kite Man.
Kite Man, hell yeah.
Anyone, chat, chime in, let us know. We'll read them out here. But yeah, I think Penguin. I think Penguin's right up there with
yeah, Penguin.
So next up, favorite Joker of all time from any era.
Oh God.
Whoever wants to go first with this one.
I'll go with the mainstay. I gotta say the animated series Joker from Batman, the animated series. You can't top that one, I feel like.
I mean, you could with Joker 66.
He had
a mustache, bro.
He did, and it was he painted
and
over
he
the
went
mustache.
surfing.
Oh,
I know. 66.
He did go surfing, yes, okay. But
66.
I mean,
and he wore his suit.
To me, Mark Hamill as the Joker, and that Joker is always iconic, I feel like. Because it was like so nostalgic.
Paul?
I'm gonna say I know we're talking comics and Mike just said the cartoon, but I'm gonna say Heath Ledger. I don't know, I just can't.
Nice.
When he did Joker, that was like, I thought that was groundbreaking. I didn't think, because when we watched the original, The Dark Knight, and you saw what's his name? I'm sorry, my mind just went blank. The original Joker in the Michael Keaton movies.
Jack Nicholson?
Yeah, Jack Nicholson. I couldn't even think of that dude's name. Sorry. But No, when I think of Joker, I always go back to Heath Ledger. I think he just smashed that role, you know. Rest in peace, by the way. But yeah, I'm gonna say Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger's Joker was iconic.
Zach says, yeah, animated or Arkham for me.
Nice.
I'm going with Jack Nicholson because that was the first Batman movie I've ever seen. So I'm going with Jack Nicholson as Joker.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that one will always be my favorite Joker.
Nice.
And I think he just did it so well. Next up, who works better with Joker, Harley Quinn or Punchline? I wish Rube was here for this one.
Yeah.
Well, neither of them are working with him at the moment, so I'm gonna say neither of them work well with him anymore.
You had to pick one.
Pick one. I don't know enough about Punchline, so I have to go with Harley Quinn.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Mike.
Harley?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Punchline too. I'm gonna go with Punchline too. You know, the thing with Harley Quinn, how she has a romantic relationship with Poison Ivy, and you know, they always go back to Joker like beating her ass. I was like, oh, you know what I mean, it's like, no, that's not good. So yeah, definitely Punchline. But you don't know what Punchline is gonna be when she gets reunited with Joker. She could have, yeah, she might have like changed. You know what I mean? I don't know. We haven't seen her in a long time. You know?
Yeah.
I know the funny thing is Rude, he had a comic with her in it. And I think Punchline had like a OnlyFans in the comic. And I was like, really? So yeah, no, I wish Rude was here because he'd talk more about it. But yeah, I think the last time we saw her in a comic, she had a OnlyFans.
What's up, Chris? Thanks for being here.
Yo, Chris, what's up?
Dave said Jack for sure for Joker.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
I'd have to go, I think, Harley Quinn, but older Harley Quinn before she met Poison Ivy and everything. Like batshit crazy Harley Quinn.
Yeah, no, that's the Harley Quinn I like, is the batshit.
Yeah, the arts and times.
What's up, Jay?
Jay, what's going on, Jay? Thanks for being
here. Yo,
here.
Man. Yeah, thank you for being here.
Sumo God.
All right, here's the next one. Will we get a Joker 3 movie after Joker 2 flopped?
I hope not. God, I hope not.
They'd have to make some changes. You know what I mean? They would have to have
tell a story.
Yeah, they would have to have something to draw people in because yeah, that second one was really bad. You know, no offense to the girl that played Harley Quinn in that one,
Lady Gaga.
But, yeah, Lady Gaga. You know, because she's a good actress. She's actually a good actress, but I don't know, man. It just didn't work.
Yeah, Chris, that crazy Harley was head over heels.
Totally
What's
agree
going
with
on, Tim? Thanks for being here.
Tim. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't like Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker.
No,
no,
he did all right.
I haven't
the character was they developed the character really well, and
I haven't seen those movies, so I can't really comment on it whether we need another one or not.
Yeah, what is there else to say? I don't know. They definitely had to make changes though. Something to draw us in. I don't know. The last one was just like,
Yeah. All right, next up. Oh, go Callie.
I was just thinking about how they implied that he might be related to Bruce. Like maybe they could tie that in. Maybe I don't know, but it's such a mess. I hate thinking about it.
Yeah. All right, next up. Could Absolute Joker be the best Joker we've ever seen?
No.
Sure, why not?
I mean, why not?
Could is like, you know what I mean? Could is like, that's so, you know, it's not there's a lot of possibilities. It could be, but will it? I don't know.
I feel like we need to see more of Absolute Joker. I think we've gotten little snippets here and there of him, and it's too early to say if he's the best Joker. I mean, he's an interesting Joker, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, he's pretty different than all the other Jokers that we've mentioned already on this podcast.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking he might be when we get
Well-
that final fight with him and Absolute Batman, to see him in that form that we
But-
saw him.
He's complete opposite of any Joker we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point for me, is that we're gonna get into it later with the loony. Like he is a loony, you know what I mean? He is as close to a Looney Tune as we can get in this reality. And they took Snyder took all of that, threw it away, and turned him into like just this menacing, like behind the scenes powerful dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I could label that the best Joker, because he's not even telling jokes, man.
No, he's not.
Oh,
I think he
He's
told one
serious.
joke and then he ate that guy, right?
He
he
did.
did. I like what Jay said. Could losing your leg be the best thing ever to you? To an extent.
I mean, maybe if it was like gangrenous and it was going to kill you if you didn't cut it off.
So JL said the point of the Joker is to be the complete opposite of Batman Bruce.
Yeah, that I agree with.
Chris says it's a good Joker, but not the best.
Best. Yeah.
I mean, we still have yet
I like
to see,
Christopher's opinion.
All fair statements.
and I mean, we still have yet to see Matt Fraction's Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we don't know what that one's going to be like either. We know he's fat. He's got the dad bod,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
and he's got all these computers in him. So, like you said, is he going to have some abilities now since that, or like mind control kind of type thing?
That's what I'm hoping for. Something cool.
Joker's not bad.
Snyder. Chris says Snyder's Joker is not bad, but more crazy crime boss.
Yeah.
Snyder always takes Joker to some like extended out thought that is nuts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
All right. Next up, favorite Joker comic you have ever read.
Oh,
Oh.
The Joker by Brian Azzarello.
That is pretty good.
Is that
Yeah,
the one
where
where he
he-
has the cab driver?
It's basically, a guy picks
Yes.
him up from prison, and it's told from his point of view, and he's just terrified the Joker's going to kill him this entire time. So that heightened suspense of when's the Joker going to kill this guy, dude. That I loved it. It was
you
great.
took my pick, damn it. I was just saying. But I couldn't remember like who wrote it off the top of my head.
Paul?
I was gonna say Killing Joke, and I'm glad we're covering it. I mean, I actually think that this story encapsulates what the Joker's all about. You know what I mean? And I know we're gonna get to it, but the ending is like so like, God, I love the ending. It's crazy. It's a crazy ending. It's not what I expected. Let's put it that way.
So this is one of those books that you look forward to people's opinions on, because there is no wrong opinion. Like
No.
Alan Moore
Yeah.
left it open to the reader. Like it's so. This is one of those books that's just open. He gives you the premise, he sets the stage, and then he lets you go where you want to in the end.
When we get to the end, I have a question for y'all about the ending.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably have the same question.
Probably have the same question.
Robert says he likes all of them.
Yeah.
Zach says Joker and
Oh,
Batman
good.
fighting the Batman who last had some Goku Frieza fighting together vibes. I'd have to say, like, this Killing Joke's the only Joker book I read. Besides, I did like the Immortal Batman Joker. I thought that
Oh
one
yeah,
was
that
pretty
one was
cool.
pretty crazy. Yeah.
So I
one-
did like that one. But next up,
I forgot he was in that book.
what is one team up you would like to see with the Joker, hero and villain?
Oh. I
This
think
is a
we've
tough
already
question.
seen like the villain one. You know,
It
the
could be
one
any
where
villain you
well,
want, any
I like
hero
it
you
when
want.
Joker and Lex Luthor get together because you know Superman and Batman are going to be in it. I love it when those
Yeah.
two guys are together. It's just a fun read, you know.
It's always a pretty good team up right there because Lex always
That's-
gets like tired of him by the end of it.
Yeah.
He's done with you,
Yeah.
Joker. You know.
Yeah.
It's a tough question.
Well, yeah, it's a tough question. I mean, I already saw him.
honest.
I already saw him with Deadpool, and I thought that kind of sucked.
Yeah, that wasn't a good what do you call it? Crossover.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Could force
very
him and
forgettable.
Barbara into a team up.
Him and Barbara. Yeah.
That could get a little
That
awkward.
would be interesting after the whole Killing Joke
My
thing.
God. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, that'd be wild. I don't know. Maybe if they would do like Joker and Damian, like for some reason they would have to team up, and then for some reason Damian be like, "Oh, this guy's not that bad," because Damian, dude, that guy. Well, he's changed. He's changed a lot, but I like it like when he first started. When he's fresh off of Raw Ghoul and all that.
Yeah.
It was kind of like a pain in the ass, and he just wanted his answer was always to kill. Maybe a team up like that that'd be a fun read.
Nice.
It just popped into my head. What if we got like a Joker and the Creeper? Like,
oh,
that would
The
be
green-haired
crazy.
goons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have the same color scheme, right? Purple and green.
I think Creeper
Green and
is
yellow
like,
for the creeper.
yeah, green,
Green and
yellow.
yellow. Oh, is it green and yellow?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
red too.
Okay.
Yeah.
The chat's got some good ones here. So Robert says Rogue and Mystique.
Oh,
Robbie says Joker and Mr. something.
that'd be wild.
Mixed picks. Jay says Vandal Savage and Joker could be fun.
That could happen.
That could happen, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Vandal
Zach
Savage
says-
is in Gotham right now.
Yep.
Zach says Booster Gold and Captain Cold. I don't know why.
Because they're both
Dude,
cool
out there.
characters, that's why.
Yeah.
Callie, Booster Gold just have as bad as jokes. One I would like to see is Joker Riddler, because they'd be jokes and riddles together.
Didn't they do that in the New 52?
I don't know.
They've worked together before. Yeah.
It was the War of Jokes and Riddles, I think it was.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
And I would
That's
like
actually a good title.
I like to see Joker go against Moon Knight.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun.
That's
little-
Marvel. That's Marvel's answer to Batman.
Yeah.
He's
The
just
War
as
of
crazy
Jokes
as
and
Joker.
Riddles.
There you go. Tails knows.
During Rebirth. But yeah, so those are your guys' questions. There wasn't
Love it.
very much. I couldn't think of a whole lot of Joker related questions that
Good
were
questions. Good questions,
already
Dan.
there.
Yeah, good,
But
solid questions. Solid
Good
questions.
solid questions. You had us with our thinking caps on.
but we got 11 in the chat. So why don't we do our first giveaway? So chat, if you type in, I'll put the banner up. This right here, hashtag Spotify 10. Because
Whoa.
if you guys haven't heard,
Hey, Pa.
we have hit
Hey, girl.
10 followers on Spotify with 40 downloads. And this is open to anyone in the US and Canada. We will send it to you. But K-pop, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. If you haven't watched K-pop, definitely go check out her channel. She got a great channel as well. Hopefully someone will drop a link for her in there so we can put up there. But yeah, get your votes in. We got 2 entries in so far, so spam them in. Everyone can enter. Even the panel can enter.
Hold on, let me get my phone. Here we go. I got this.
Thanks, Callie. Appreciate it.
What's the shield mean?
The shield. I don't know. It means he's the knight of the round table, maybe?
No, in the YouTube chat, I see shields.
I have a blue wrench.
Oh, is that what it is? They changed it to a shield? Ooh.
That's probably what Danny chose for his channel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
What we got going on here? We got 3 entries. Let me refresh it just to make sure. 4 entries. Mike going in double duty here.
I only did one. Okay.
For protection, Dave says for protection. The new wrenches are for protection.
So the first drawing, guys, put in hashtag Spotify 10 to win an awesome prize.
Yeah. So the prize we're going to be giving away. We'll make this bigger here so you guys can see. We're going to be giving away issue number 1 of Batman Blackgate.
Nice.
So
Alright.
get your thing in there. We got 5 entries. There's 11 people watching. We got 5 entries. Come on, people. Spooky Thighs
Spooky Thighs 10.
Spooky Thighs 10. Bleaker, what's going on? Thanks for being here. Get that
Bleaker, what
hashtag
up,
in,
dude?
Bleak.
Thank you for being here, Bleaker. Let's go.
Go check out
Dude.
Bleaker's channel and Church on Sundays. Great show over there as well.
Yep.
Bleaker's always got a great show.
Yeah, that's like my haul this week is all from Bleaker.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah.
That hashtag is hashtag Spotify 10. And you can win Batman Blackgate number 1 from 1997.
Dang.
We got 6 entries.
You can win a book from the 1900s.
No, that's so long time ago, guys.
Yes.
Bleaker saying Paul. Yo, Bleak. Everyone saying hi. We'll give it a couple more minutes. We got 11 here, and we got 6 entries. Let's go. A couple more minutes, and then we'll see who's going to win that prize.
Dude, while we're waiting, dude, you guys see the lines that they have at MegaCon for
No.
anything?
No.
Bro, there's lines, crazy ass lines.
Really?
Dude, I hate lines.
We got 6 entries.
You like cues?
Yeah.
I'd rather wait in a queue than a line.
Yeah, queues are it makes it easier. Like, when you're in a queue, it's kind of like, oh, okay. But yeah, oh my gosh, dude. Because a lot of those cons, you think the line's short, but you ever go to a con where they break up the line? So you think, oh, the line's not that long, and then when you look, it's like there's a line on the other side of the aisle. It's like, oh crap.
There's like
Yeah.
a gap where you got to walk around the building to get to the
Yes,
line.
yes,
Like,
yes.
just wait here.
Yeah,
And
if I
you're
gotta wait in line like
they're
that,
gonna get
man,
in line before me.
yeah, not worth it. Yeah, see, Bleaker knows.
Yeah, we're 2000 late.
Yeah.
All right.
2000 lame.
Let's hit this draw here.
Early 2000s.
Can you guys see my screen?
Not yet.
No,
No.
I only see the news.
You gotta share it with Mike.
What?
There you go. See
There
it.
we go.
6
Sick.
entries,
All right.
guys.
6 entries. This is your last minute to get them in. We're going to hit that draw button in 20 seconds.
Are you
So
going
you
both
think
days,
both games?
Callie?
What was that?
Are you going both days?
Maybe. Hopefully. Probably. What else
Let's
did I
go.
do?
All right, here we go. Good luck to everyone who's entered. 6 entries. Christopher works.
Christopher.
Congratulations.
That works out. I have stuff to send to Chris, so.
This was
Perfect.
rigged. Just saying.
Yep.
Well, you know what's crazy too? Like Bleeker's name showed up like every other name. I thought he was gonna win.
It did.
I was like, oh shit.
That was funny. Congrats, Chris, buddy.
Congrats.
There you go, dude. You did it. You won.
You won the first
Spotify
giveaway.
10 giveaway. Yeah.
Spotify
You won
10.
a book from the 1900s.
That was a long time ago.
1900s.
Long time ago.
And you know it's got to be worth money. Just from the 1900s, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you go. All right, let's move on here. Rude's not here for this one, but it's everyone's favorite segment. Rude's favorite. It is going to be which toy is fake, which toy is real. We'll go through them all, and then I'll give you guys.
Oh my god! Look at that price.
Decide at the
Holy
end
shit.
what
No, that's cheap.
what
Not for
is
me. Maybe for
real,
you.
what's not.
Holy crap! But that looks dope though.
Last
All
week,
right,
those statues were like $5,000. Remember?
Oh, because are they like this? Are they like super big? They're like that would have to be.
all right,
I
here
like
we go.
I like
First
these as a
one.
fish.
Batman versus the Joker internal enemies. Price is $1,491.11, and it's a waitlist item right now.
Okay.
Sideshow? Dude, is that AI fire or is that fire part of the
No, that's just someone's background.
Oh, so okay. So that's not part of the statue.
No.
This one just got my vote. Fake.
You haven't even seen the rest yet.
Okay.
You haven't even seen the rest.
Fake.
Chat,
that's
at the end,
hard.
let us know what you think was real, what you think was fake, or if there was any.
Yeah.
Let us know at the end. But I thought the statue was pretty cool. I did like this statue.
No, it's dope. It looks dope. He's got
It
the
does look
fish in his right hand.
It does look
It's
like
gonna slap
Batman's about to
bitch slap him with a
be biting
fish.
the nuts, dude.
Bleeker recipes death. Pretty sure Chuck roundhoused him to take his place.
Yeah, rest in peace, man.
All right, here's your next one.
Wow.
The Joker version 1.5 price is $142.01. It's a wait list, and these are all the accessories and heads and stuff you get with them.
Dude, 142? Highly posable. Look at that.
A lot of accessories. Dude, look at how many hands.
Got
Yeah.
a crowbar.
Got a middle finger.
You could
Let's
pose him
look.
with Jason Todd.
It looks like he had a bad facelift.
Actually, you know what? It doesn't look too bad on the normal. No, it doesn't look too bad. It looks weird, like when you see the whole body part, but when you look on the right on just the faces, they don't look too bad.
Oh, Zach don't like this one. The thing that bugs me is there should be more faces. You only get 2. I mean,
I know,
you get 5 pairs of hands.
5
You
pairs
got
of hands.
2 Tommy guns. He's only got 2 hands. I mean, you're gonna double hand the Tommy guns.
Yeah,
I
playing
like the
cards.
knives though. See where the knives? He's not. If you put it in his hands, he's not throwing 1 knife at a time. He's throwing 3 knives at a time. And if you put in both hands,
Okay.
he's throwing 6 knives. That's dope.
I need
That's
a-
pretty cool.
I need a hat. Joker has to have a hat.
He needs
You know
more
what? I
arms
agree.
to hold all his accessories.
Yeah, I'd say a hat. A hat would be cool. Why did it come with a hat?
I don't know. But it got the ha ha ha
Interesting. Yeah.
and the bang gun with the
Oh, yeah, I
flag
like the
coming
little,
out of it.
the one with the flag in it. Yeah, that one looks cool.
Oh, I thought that was a cheeseburger. I like it.
All
It's
right.
cool.
Next up,
142.
Batman versus the Joker, price $1,136. Oh wait, this is sold out.
That's real. That's a real. Dude, that's dope.
Wait, is Robin in the trash can? What's going on down there?
Oh, what is that?
Does it look like his cape?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it is his cape.
Like he just beat Jason Todd to death and threw him in that trash can.
Huh.
Holy
Dude,
cow.
I like the chattering teeth. Look at the chattering teeth at their feet.
Yeah.
That's dope.
This one's awesome, actually.
Yeah, this one's really good. Sold out, huh?
Yeah, this is sold out right now.
Sideshow.
I see why.
Nice. Yeah, no,
This
that's
is
cool.
pretty cool. This one I did check. It does come with extra head for Joker. And I think Batman has the cowl down too.
What does the hand come with the face? Because how do you change the face without the hand?
I think so. I think it
maybe it splits right there at the hand.
Yeah, it splits like where the hand is.
Straight up to his ears and then back through the hair. Just leave a neck stub. I'd just take the head off and leave it like that, like you're just choking him.
Batman just popped his head off.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a cool one.
Yeah, it's cool.
I think that's
I like
real.
the minimal background too, the minimal brick, the minimal like ledge. That was cool.
Next up is Mayfax Batman Hush Joker, price $89.99 on sale now.
This one looks weird.
This don't look right. Wait, no accessories. Is it a statue or an action figure?
It's a figure. I just didn't have the pictures of the accessories. I just got the picture of.
Yeah, it looks like the McFarlane line to me.
Yeah, it's Mayflex, so it's like a cheaper version.
Okay.
$90. $90.
So it's the same company that did that Batman Beyond we had before.
The other Joker looked better than this one.
Interesting.
This one's Joker from Hush, so the comic Hush.
Okay.
I'm gonna say could be fake.
But
the price point's good.
Twoface last week. That Twoface looked like somebody took a picture of it in their living room, and this one kind of looks like the same type of deal.
Yeah. Is he really that elongated, or did you have to stretch it out?
I stretched the picture out to make it bigger so you guys can see it. So it's about the size of like a figure.
I don't know. Could be fake. Could be fake. Like Callie said.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What do you guys think? Let us know in the chat. What do you think's fake? What don't you think's fake? Callie, do you think any are fake, or do you think they're all real?
So they could all be real. They could all be fake. There could be multiple fakes, but I think it's just number one.
Number one? Okay.
Hey, you just said that there might not be any fakes, Danny?
Yeah, just like last time.
2 weeks. Yeah, last 2 weeks there haven't been any fakes.
I'm gonna say they're all real.
Oh, I just spoiled the show for Mike. He said he needs to listen to those two.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
Didn't you see the second one? That looks like too many accessories to be fake. Shit. I'll say the last one's fake.
What does that smile say? Scheming smile?
Yeah.
Scheming.
Yeah, I see the last one's fake.
Last one fake. Zach says there's 2 fakes. Chat, you guys think there's any fakes? Do you think they're all real? Do you think they're all fake? Let us know. We'll give you a couple seconds.
I assume Zach says the second and fourth.
Yeah, or maybe thinks the second one's fake, because I saw him say fake for this one.
Yeah.
So let them. Robert says the first one's fake.
Fake. Team one.
Zach said, the second one.
Okay.
Second and fourth, Zach says. Second and fourth.
Oh.
I'm gonna vote for Rude. Rude's gonna go with none.
None?
Yeah, he learned his lesson. I didn't.
Give it a couple more minutes. Let you guys get your answers in, because I know StreamYard is a little delay. So a couple more minutes. You guys get your answers in. Rude's going to be so mad. We might have to just go back for Rude, but we won't tell him because he probably hasn't watched it.
We'll just end the stream and then go right to the toy thing, like we never ended the stream. Just keep going.
Send him a new link. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'll go through them and let you know if they were fake or if they weren't. So image number 1, not fake. This is real.
Ooh. Even that price.
Even that price.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
That's
legit.
pretty
That's
dope.
that's actually a really good price.
And
Because
it's
the
real
other ones I've seen, I would
detailed.
expect it to be like 3,200.
Wow.
So this is real. Image number 2, real.
Oh man,
Ooh.
This is real also.
womp womp.
And all the accessories, everything. It's
Wow.
real. Great price for this one. Though.
$142.
I would really buy this one and display it because it displays well.
Yeah.
Number 3, real.
You sucker. He was like, real.
Real.
This
Real.
one's also real.
Okay, that one's pretty cool.
So
I need to know what's in that trash can, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious now, too.
It's Sideshow. So Sideshow brings a lot of their new statues to cons. So if anybody sees this, get a close up on that trash can for me.
send a picture and put it in Gotham City Lights podcast. And we'll check it out. All right, last one. Drum roll is this real? Is this fake? Zach, you know what? You were wrong. This is real.
Wow, they're all real.
Way to go, Rude. Rude got it right this
And
week.
Mike got it right too.
Way to go, Mike.
Yeah, I was Googling all these
Hey.
while we were talking.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
I was going to say,
cheated.
Mike got it right last time, too. He got the Shamrock one.
He cheated.
Cheater.
That doesn't count. Mike failed. He dropped the assignment. But yeah, Zach.
Although you almost had me going with the Hush Batman and then the statue at the beginning because the fire on his cape looked weird.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah,
AI.
that's what threw me
It looked AI.
And
The actual
Batman
the
himself,
fire
he
on
didn't match.
so
Yeah.
the fire on his cape, it actually is on his cape in the
Yeah.
statue,
Yeah,
but
it
the
is.
stuff in the background is not.
Yeah,
Oh.
it looked a little off. It looked too like something
looks like a
should have
drawing.
been there.
It looks like the Joker statue is real, and then the Batman is rendered on there. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, agreed.
What's going on, Billy? Thanks for being here.
Yo, Billy, what's
So,
up?
when Rude comes on, we're going to go back and show Rude, and we're not
Comes
going to
on.
tell him
If he comes on. If he comes
Yeah.
on.
if he comes
Big
on.
if.
He's probably reading the book.
He's so traumatized by that segment that he's just going to come on after it's over every time now.
Probably.
Oh, wow.
All right, so Robbie sent us a banger to go along with our Killing Joke theme this week. Robbie's Batman throwbacks. Although the Haha Hacienda, the Joker's hideout, first appearance as an old house on the hill in Batman number 4, 1940, this issue of Detective Comics number 365 is the first appearance of this in the Silver Age and first appearance in Detective Comics. This issue from 1967 brought back the original idea and made it in the Joker's image. Later in Joker's comics, number 1, it was officially renamed as the Haha Hacienda and has been used occasionally since.
Hacienda.
Yeah, Hacienda. Thank you.
Well, we're from California.
Then-
Callie and I know
have this-
that.
I actually have this comic, and I didn't even know any of that, dude. I guess I should read it, huh?
Thanks,
What's up,
Robbie.
Cisco? Yeah, baby.
Cisco.
Yo, Black Order, baby.
And this is actually Robbie's book from his collection that he
Oh,
sent us a
nice.
picture of
Nice.
too. So
Seen this cover before. It's awesome.
It is. This is an iconic cover, dude.
Yeah.
Ha Hacienda. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Never seen it
It,
before.
it looks really nice. I like it looks like they're fighting a wall.
But thank you, Robbie, for doing this and for making it a theme for along with our theme night. We do appreciate it.
Heck yeah.
We appreciate you
Joker
doing
book.
this too. And
So,
we get to show off some of your great books.
so Callie, I can tell you what's in the trash can.
What is it?
It's trash.
Oh man.
With Robin's cape.
Open it.
Robin's cape is draped over the trash can, and there's trash in
Uh-oh.
the trash can.
Is there gonna be a connecting statue? It's just Jason Todd laid out in a pool of blood.
And then what we don't see at the base, there is like a sewer, and you can see Killer Croc's
Oh.
face just looking out of the sewer.
It's like on all the way on this side over here on the
Yeah.
bottom, right? Okay, yeah. I was wondering what that was. Looked like a
Yeah.
mailbox.
Yeah.
All right. So after we do the Joker report, we're going to be giving away the chocolate Batman. So I'll put the hashtag up for you guys so that way we can run it. Let me just get stuff going here. So this is going to be the hashtag for the chocolate Batman giveaway.
Can we get fish tacos?
So enter in that hashtag and you guys can win that chocolate Batman. So Joker report. The Joker is a supervillain and arch enemy of Batman. First introduced in Batman's #1, spring 1940. He was originally a crime mastermind with a devious sense of humor. Initially intended to serve as one-time appearances, Joker's instant popularity ensured that the character would continue to appear, becoming a frequent enemy of the Dark Knight and Robin the Boy Wonder. By the late 1940s, Joker had been re-imaged as a harmless prankster, falling into obscurity. By the 1960s, he was reintroduced in the 1970s as a more legitimate threat and one of the most infamous criminals within Gotham City. In recent years, the character has taken on a persona of evil incarnated, simply taking joy in tormenting Batman or trying to push him into.
I didn't know he was supposed to be a one-off villain. That's interesting.
Yeah.
There's no word after into. It seems like it's about to say something else.
Yeah, I think it's cut
Madness.
off of the
Try
banner.
madness. I'll say madness would be a good word to put in the end. Push him into madness. Oh,
Villainy.
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 Oh, there you go.
Dang you, chocolate Batman.
Dang you.
What's going on, Steve? Thanks for being here. Still Steve Biden here.
Mr.
Yeah.
Toronto Khan himself. Let's go.
We have 4 entries right now. So get that hashtag chocolate Batman in, and I'll put Callie up on the screen so you guys can see what you're going to win.
I want this. Oh, I want this.
There is what you're going to win, that chocolate Batman. 13 in the queue. Come on, get that hashtag rolling, guys. 5 entries.
89.
Come on, let this be rigged. I want to win it. I want to win it.
Great. Yes, sir. Look at that, Shawnee. And if you do
Let's
eat it,
go, baby.
the hashtag
It's,
is
chocolate Batman. Chocolate Batman. All one word.
I have to
Chocolate
say,
Chocolate Dad. Cisco put chocolate Dad.
he looks less chocolate in real life.
Oh, does he?
Yeah,
Dude, he looks so good right now.
He looks like a bronze statue if you look at him, actually.
That looks like chocolate. That does look like chocolate.
the first ever chocolate Batman. You heard it here on Gotham City Lights. The first time we showed it.
Yep.
Yep. I got to get this out of California. It's getting in the 90s, so it's going to melt soon. So
Yeah.
get this thing
It's
out of
been,
here.
it's been hot. We've been having some hot days, guys.
We got 7 entries.
Breaking records. Breaking records.
Only stipulation
12 plus.
12 plus. Okay.
Cisco says cream filling too. We don't know. We haven't ate it yet.
Under 12, just ask your parent. All right.
Parent or guardian for permission.
And if you're under 12 and you're watching us, where are your parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your parents know what you're watching?
Hmm.
I hope not.
Billy says, Cole, if I win, I hope Baby Elizabeth don't want to eat it. Robert. Steve, damn, 9+, I'm out. 7 entries. Yeah, a few more minutes. I guess, should we enter? Someone want to enter in for Rude?
How did we do that?
Who wants this?
Because Rude probably want this.
Yeah. How do you enter him though? Doesn't he have to enter from his computer?
Just hashtag him. And then
How do you, what?
Just put hashtag Chocolate Batman in the chat. And
Yeah.
We'll see if that works.
Awkward Paul.
Hey,
Hey, that sounds racist. That's racist.
all right. We got
Chocolate
8
rain.
entries. 8 entries. Yeah, a couple more
Rain.
chocolate Rude. All right. 14 people watching and 8 entries. You got 2 more minutes and then we're hitting. We can move on here. Cisco wants that chocolate Batman.
Oh, he's gonna have to spell it right one of these times.
Yeah, no, he spelled it incorrectly. He left a O out. He's doing it like he's doing Spanish. Chocolate.
He says if he wins, he's giving it to Rude.
Nice. I like that. You're awesome, Steve. Dude, I can't wait to see your haul from TorontoCon today.
Yeah.
All right.
Dude, he was getting some signatures.
Yeah.
I got a message from Rude. He doesn't know if he's going to make it.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's okay. He probably
Love you, Rude.
Makes me want a Cadbury egg, Cisco says.
Ooh.
All right. Here we go. 8 entries. Good luck, everyone.
Good luck, me. Good luck, Paul. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Oh, I almost won.
Oh!
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Super rigged.
Oh my God.
Yeah, super rigged. Come on.
I quit. I'm out of here.
I'd like to thank the Academy for this award. Oh my gosh.
We need a recount.
I didn't have a. I'm sorry.
Recount
I don't have a speech prepared, but I like to thank all the little people that got me here. I like to thank my assistant, my wife, who I love and gave me a beautiful baby boy. I also want to thank Danny for having the show. Without him, I would not be receiving the Chocolate Batman. And above all, I want to thank Callie, bro. Ever since he got that and it was sitting on his back shelf, I wanted that bad boy. So, and Mike, thank you for being here to witness it.
Oh, thanks,
The real question is: are you
I'm
keeping
honored.
it or are you giving it away?
It's gonna be in my back cave.
All
I'm gonna display it on my back cave. I am.
So
That's
we'll have
thing
Chocolate Batman
will be
in the
my
background.
memento from the show forever.
Steve says rigged.
You gotta
Definitely.
sign it.
Big time rigged.
You gotta sign it for Paul. When you mail
Yes,
it out,
please, please.
Sign the bubble.
I want all you guys to sign it. I want Rude to sign it too.
Are you going to send it to everyone to sign it?
No, I'll see you guys. No,
We'll do
God
auto.
willing, I get to see all you guys one of these days. All you guys.
It's got a
All
clear
right.
tape. You just send him your signature. He'll put it over the screen.
I'll just send you.
Yeah.
I'll just send you a piece of tape with my signature on it. And you just tape it on it.
Yeah, just like the Marvel cards you get signed nowadays.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, you know what? That's how they. Yeah, that's how they do. The pros, they sign. I don't know if you guys know that. A lot of them, they're not signing the card. They just give them a bunch of stickers, and then they sign the stickers, and then they get the sticker they put on the card,
That's
Nice.
why,
which is
on the card
lame.
different.
Which is lame.
we
It is,
still
but it's still fun. You can get them for
we
$5.
we still got one more giveaway, and it is for everyone who got selected for the community shout out. But we're going to do that close to the end. But you're going to be winning Batman and the Signal issue 1 and issue 2.
Nice.
So that's for
Awesome.
our community giveaway. But this is why everyone's here. This is why y'all came. We're covering The Killing Joke. It's the ultimate showdown between the Joker and Batman. With Jim Gordon's life hanging in the balance, Batman races against the clock to rescue his friend from the clutches of the Joker. In this intense bracing look deep into the soul of Madman. And we got our first 3 panels. We'll let Callie start us off.
So before we dive into the panels, if you'd like a little bit of before story from The Killing Joke, you can get the Batgirl special #1, and that is Bab's little backstory before this, so that's not too bad. And then after, everybody knows, get the Suicide Squad after, okay? Because this is, no matter what anybody tells you, this is supposed to be canonical. I don't give a crap what anybody says.
Yeah, because it was debated, right, that it wasn't canonical. Like it wasn't canon.
This was. So a lot of people say this is a graphic novel, which it's not. This was supposed to be a oversized issue or something like that. Yeah, it's supposed to be something special. And so it was supposed to be canonical. Like,
and some things from it got retconned, I believe, right? Like
coloring, yeah. So this right here, what we're looking at is Brian Boland's recoloring of it. I think he did it in 2007 or something like that. But
what I was saying is, like, when we get into it later, but like with his wife, like that got like retconned later, I believe. Like with what happened.
His origins, like that little flashbacks.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, remember, he's mad, so he's gonna, in his head, he's gonna see what he's gonna see. Yeah, I mean, because it's through his brain,
and we don't know if it's like the definitive origin of Joker. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
No, the whole origin you get in here is all the Joker telling the story. All comes from him narrating it. Yeah. But I left off a really iconic panel. Just because we don't want to do the whole book, but the very first image is a puddle with raindrops falling in it, and it says Alan Moore to me. When Alan Moore opens a book, he always has something like that, like he shows you a street level, with rain falling or somebody just walking by. It's always just like, this is the world, let's dive in. You know what I mean? I left it out because it's just a panel, but I don't know. For some reason, Batman decides that he wants to go talk to the Joker because he's been thinking about their relationship, and he thinks that the ultimate end to the two of them is that somebody's going to die, whether it's Batman killing Joker or Joker killing the Batman, and it's seeped into his brain so hard that he actually has to go talk to the Joker about it. And that's our opening here. It's Batman going to Arkham to talk to the Joker about his predicament that he finds himself in.
Nice. Anyone else want to comment on the first panel there?
Yeah, it was interesting to see their conversation and to see Batman playing cards with the Joker. That was a surprise. I was not expecting that at all. But it's interesting what we get after this with the part at the very end right here with Joker and the carnival, I feel like.
Yeah, well, Batman sits down to talk to him, and he tells him what's on his mind, and then he like reaches out to him because Joker's not talking, and he grabs him and he notices that, oh crap, some paint came off on my hand. So it's like he realizes that's not the Joker. And so, as Batman's asking him, where's the Joker? Our perspective shifts to where the Joker is. He's at an amusement park, and he is in the middle of purchasing said amusement park.
How did they not know that wasn't the Joker?
I mean, he's got the makeup, and he's in the cell, and apparently they kind of hint that he's been gone for 2 years. Like this guy's
Yeah.
taking his place for 2 years or something like that is kind of what I felt like they hinted at. So I guess everybody just left the Joker alone to himself. They're so scared of him that they won't even go in there and mess with him as long as he's being good.
But yeah, too, he's in the shadow too, so you can't really tell. Like you see him, he's sitting half dark. You just see his hands, and Batman would be able to tell because he's fought Joker so much that he would be able to tell right away that hey, this is not the Joker. I
So
mean,
I'd
like
be interested. Sorry, Dan.
no,
Be
go.
interested to know how many people have read this before, especially you guys in the chat, especially us on the panel as well. I read this a couple of times, but like Paul said earlier, every time you read this book, you pick something up, like something that you may have just kind of skipped over before. You know what I mean? And I don't know. That's kind of sticking with me, Paul, because I'm trying to think like back to the very first time I read it, you know, and put myself in that position because I really did skip over a lot of this. Like right there, it says there were these two guys in a lunatic asylum. I mean, it's talking about Batman and Joker, and it's hinting at a joke that he tells at the very end of the story. And like, I didn't catch that the first time I read it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, Alan Moore is a wizard with words, dude.
So this was my first time reading this book.
Okay.
But I've heard people talk about it like religiously, you know, within the fandom and stuff. I felt like I read it even before I read it, if you get what I'm saying. Like people talk about this book like it's one of the best Batman stories ever written. It's an okay book, I feel like.
I was gonna say, are we gonna grade this at the end, Dan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Before we go any further, I got a couple comments I just want to go. So Billy says, I love Batman, but this relationship between him and the Joker is a major writing problem. If Batman was a real life person, he would do everything in his power to unalive him.
I like how
that's the whole
unalive.
point of this. That's the whole point of this story, right? Where's your line? And how far does someone have to push you for you to cross your line?
I mean, and the Joker does push Batman pretty far in this book, I feel like.
But he's not trying to break Batman. He's trying to prove to Batman that everybody on Earth is just like him. They're just one bad day away from losing it.
And you could say this is Batman's bad day.
And then Billy also says he would make a pact with himself that says this must be done if only ever once. Say hello to Henry's. Henry's in the chat. What's going on, Henry?
Yo, Henry. What up, man?
Cisco raised his hand, so he must have a question. So Cisco, type the question. I'll yell it up. We have Evil Mike. What's going on, Mike? Thanks for being here.
Let's go.
The ending is the funny part.
Yeah,
Henry, I hate the Joker because chance after chance he still causes mayhem. And then last one here, Zach, or what part inside yourself pushed you across the line if you interpret killing a certain way?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you read it. Just because I did. This is my first time reading this too. I read it twice. So I read it earlier in the week and then I read it before we came on. And I liked it. It was different because I didn't really read much of the Joker because I'm just getting back into everything. So I've never read this book, so it was all new. Seeing the take on it. I love Commissioner Gordon. You guys know that. And to see this side of Commissioner Gordon, that put me like when we were reading Batman New Gotham, kind of put me in the feels like because Gordon lost his wife. And then to see his daughter, Barbara, which we'll go through later. But yeah, I'll talk more about that when we get to. But I did like this part where Joker's purchasing this amusement park from the guy. And how does the guy just not know it's Joker? Like, that's what gets me. Like, the Joker's free and he's just trying to sell him this amusement park.
Okay, let me ask you, Dan. Say you got a piece of property and some guy calls you out of the blue. He's like, "Hey, I'd like to meet you and check it out." And you show up and it's the Joker, bro. What are you gonna do? You're gonna be like, I don't think I could sell you this, right? You're gonna be like, "Yes, sir, Joker, sir. Whatever you need, sir. Just don't kill me, please."
And he buys like the worst piece of shit property you can think of.
But
The
yeah,
guy
like,
keeps telling me, "Are you sure you want it?"
Yeah, are you sure,
Yeah.
sure you
Crazy
want
for
this? He's like, it's the best thing ever. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but you know the thing is that he's the Joker. He's just fucking with this guy, you know, because we're gonna find out later that I don't know if we're gonna talk about it. I don't want to spoil anything for the next slide, but he's just fucking with this guy. Yeah, he's not he's just playing with the guy. You know,
Yeah, he's kind of biding his time at the moment. He's waiting for those freaks to come back because he, like, when you go to the next panel, I don't know if it's in there, but he tells him, like, my associates, they are, it's over there on the other side. But anyways, he tells him my associates are convincing the owner to sign the deed over to me, you know, so I don't really need you anymore.
yeah, exactly.
chat's going off. We got a mandatory read from Cisco for any new DC comic people.
100%.
Henry says Paul Killing joke messed me up as a kid on comics, all new to me.
Yep.
Yeah, this was 1988. This is a year before Batman 89 came out. Can you imagine going to see an 89 and you're like, "This is awesome. Batman's so cool. This is like the hottest book right now for Batman." And you give it to like your 8-year-old and he's like, "Whoa, Dad, what is this? Oh,
Yeah.
Commissioner Gordon's naked."
Yeah.
Evil's Comics, Mike said, first moment that breaks James in a long line of bad things.
Yeah.
Zach says 1,000%, and then I'm moving.
Yeah.
LOL.
Like, wasn't Jim Gordon's son also like a serial killer as well?
Yeah.
I think it was.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just can't catch a break.
But yeah, move on here.
Yeah, Joker makes a comment. Money's not a problem for me, not like it was in the past, because he was a struggling comedian. And don't forget, this is how the Joker wants you to view him. This is not necessarily how it went down. This is how he wants you to view him at this time, because he says that his origin changes as he sees fit. It's, whatever story he's trying to tell, as long as it fits in with his narrative, then it works for him. So in this origin, we get the comedian that has a pregnant wife and he's struggling and he can't pay his bills, but she loves him. You know, she's like, "You're good in the sack and you make me laugh. And that's really all that I need in life." And I mean, that's a good woman, to be honest with you, because in reality, she should say, "Take your stupid looking bow tie off, go break big rocks into little rocks and make some money for our kids." Instead, she's like, "You'll get there. We'll get there. We'll just keep it on." He had himself a really good woman, apparently, and that's what he wants you to think. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul?
Well, he's painting the picture that before he became the Joker, he was this guy with no backbone, with a really like a far-fetched dream. He was like a comedian that wasn't very good. But like Callie said, he has a good woman. That part, every time I read that part where it's like, you're good in the sack and you make me laugh. Every time I read that, I chuckle.
Yeah.
I think that's
I think he added that in there, definitely.
It's genius. I love it. I love that line. It makes me laugh.
It's weird seeing the Joker trying to be a family man.
Yeah.
He's not, though. I mean,
I know he's not.
As we read, he's a piece of shit. So self-absorbed, that he doesn't care about anything really. It's like,
but
my comedic career isn't going anywhere because he's not funny. He's not funny at all. No. And Alan Moore does a great job of translating that into this Joker with his jokes that are like beyond edgy and they don't land very well with the reader. And he did it on purpose because he wants you to know. He's like, just because he's a Joker doesn't mean he got any funnier. He just He's still telling these shitty jokes, dude.
Yeah. This Joker backstory, I didn't believe it for a second. It was just him trying to convince. It's almost like he was trying to convince us, hey, I used to be this normal guy. He quit his scientist job to go do comedian because he thought he was funny, and he wasn't, turns out. And he had like a great job that he turned down, so he stopped providing for his family. And that's how I took it. That's how I took it, was him trying to convince us, hey, I'm not the bad guy here. This is my bad day. This is what
I'm the
happened to
victim.
me
Yeah.
to turn me into what I am now. But I didn't buy this story one bit.
No, because we see the end product, and we're back at the amusement park, and he has this poison pin on his hand, and he stuck the guy with it when he gave him a handshake. After he just told him, "I don't need you anymore. My associates have just got the deed signed over. It's all good."
Yeah.
He stabs him with the little poison pin, dude.
This is probably one of my favorite scenes in the book. Is just the guy riding on the pink elephant.
Yeah,
it was so out of place. I felt like.
Well, dude, he's there throughout the whole. He kills him and he leaves him there.
Yeah,
he's there throughout the whole comic.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's so sick. I'm like, oh my god.
Bolin actually, he absolutely killed it on that panel too. I just imagine him sitting there for like 2 weeks drawing this panel, dude. Just obsessing over the line work and shit. God damn it.
Just get to some of the chat here because we got a lot of people chiming in on this. It was great to see.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody being here.
So this is from Evil Mike. He already owned the property before the conversation. That scene with his goons is beforehand.
Yep.
And then he said, yes, this was a serial killer. Henry says, maybe so. Or Billy says, Henry, maybe so, but going firing, bang, bang. Cisco, this story sets Batman apart from just your average crime fighting good versus bad. The story is deep and crazy and shows the complexity of being a hero.
Well
and
said.
Then Henry said, who shot first, Joker or Greedo? Then wasn't there a writer in the 90s that explored whoever unalived the Joker became the Joker? Then we got Dig It, one of my Canadian bros. What's going on, Dig It? Who does Batman put in his drinks just ice? Bleak, great book, great cover. And yeah, everyone else saying hi to everyone. But yeah, I just wanted to shout out those people who've been writing. Give them a quick shout out. But yeah, the last panel was great. The Joker put him on the elephant, or did he just sit there for no reason? That's the one part that got me. Like,
it's like he's like, I'm gonna take this pink elephant for one last ride before it gets sold.
Yeah.
Or like, because I know he is saying like half the rides are dismantled, but some are still in working order.
Yeah,
so
one of them was the elephant. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, is this him showing, hey, like this ride's still in working order? Like, I mean, still
probably.
Well, in the cartoon movie, it is working. It's going. I'm on topic because there's a lot of AI commercials right now with like Wonder Woman writing the thing and Batman and Flash.
I forgot what movie that was, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Luke and Han. Why is Luke in there though? That's his sister.
I actually watched the movie adaptation last night. They changed a lot. They changed some stuff that I did not like in that.
Yeah, the first half hour was all added, and that was all written by Brian Azzarello too.
I did not like the first half.
The thing about it was it sets the tone because it shows you like what the premise is, that where's your line and who can force you to cross that line. And what they did was they put Barbara in the position, and that guy forced Barbara to cross her line. So, and that I know we don't need to, but they're showing Batman the premise basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Zach said the
I'm
movie
glad
is
it's not in
weird
here.
in the first half.
Yeah, gets a little weird.
I didn't like the whole was it the Batman Barbara
It's just sex.
relationship was just weird. It was I didn't think we needed that.
No, we didn't need it.
Anybody else want to chime in on these panels before we move on?
No.
Okay. All right.
And now we get into the good stuff
Yeah.
because Joker is enacting his plan, which is kind of funny because he didn't know Gordon was going to be there, did he? This is Barbara's house, and Gordon is just visiting her. And he must have been stalking Gordon, waiting for him to come to Barbara's. Because I don't know, did he plan to paralyze her with a shot?
I don't know. It was very left up in the air, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how like Joker would know. Like
that's why I say he would have had to stalk Gordon and wait for him to go to Barbara's house or some sort of situation like that, you know. But it's a comic, so hey, it's good for it.
I really like the little detail of Gordon's scrapbooking.
Yes.
All of the like villains and stuff. He had like his own book for each villain. I like that touch.
It was like something that him and Barbara did together or something. Yeah.
Well, because when you do the scrapbook, doesn't the picture look like Detective Comics 17?
It is.
It's like it shows Batman like swinging. Yeah,
it is.
That was kind of cool.
So,
so you know what? Okay, this is something that I didn't realize when I saw this. I'm talking about the second panel, and we were talking about this before. How when you rewatch something or when you reread something, you catch something that you didn't catch the first time. So in the second page, fourth panel, Gordon is getting his ass beat by two goons. But you could see Barbara Gordon on the background. Dude, they got wiggle lines around her. So she's in convulsions. I thought, dude, that shook me. That shook me because I didn't see that the first time I read this, and I've read this a few times. But like when you can't see it because it's kind of small, but she's actually, she's like doing convulsions. It's like wild. And then, and below that, I thought he was just going to take a picture. When I first read it, I thought he was going to take a picture of her boobs. He goes, oh, wow, shit. It's got a nice rack. Let's go take a picture of that. Yeah. So later on, we find out he does more.
Yeah. He like completely undresses her after this.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm glad that's where they stopped. Like, I'm glad that Alan Moore, he said that they really didn't give him any limits, and I'm glad that he gave himself a limit and he stopped at just undressing her and taking pictures, because this could have got so much worse, dude.
I don't know if y'all felt this way, but I mean,
we're already down the girl in the refrigerator line, but
I don't know how y'all felt, but I felt like maybe Joker like possibly like assaulted her.
Like if this was like Zach was saying, real, and he really was trying to break him, I think that it would have gone down that route.
That's what I feel like. It's very much implied from me reading this. I think that's what happened.
Well,
I think Alan Moore reeled himself in a little bit.
Probably.
Yeah.
Dude, Barbara Gordon is a main character. You know what I mean? It's not like she's like
at this time there was only a few people that really cared about her. A lot of the editors didn't care. They were like, yeah, just paralyze the bitch. Who cares? Like literally they said like paralyze the bitch.
So this was hard for me because Jim Gordon's my favorite. And this, I think if anything, this would have been the part that broke Jim Gordon, and he didn't. To see his daughter getting shot in front of him, but to me, like, too, I think Joker knew where to shoot, because reading it, he's like, he was talking like, I shot her and she's not going to walk.
Yeah,
he knew where to shoot her so she would be paralyzed. That's how I found it. And
there's a hole in the jacket, and and the spine appears to be broken or something, right?
Yeah. So, and then, yeah, because she was waiting because her neighbor was coming over and they were going to go to a yoga class.
Yeah, they were gonna go do yoga. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Jim was there because he goes there, I guess, after work to checks up on her because she was walking home from the library at night and he didn't like that. So that I read that in a different comic. So that kind of played into this. So like he must have met up with her, walked her home. She gave him cocoa and he was doing his scrapbooking there because she said, I found your other book behind the wardrobe. So to me, it's like he's living there with her.
Was she Batgirl at this time?
Yeah.
She was? Okay.
So that's
As-
that Batgirl Special 1. They wrote that to kind of lead into this because they were trying to hint that she was wanting to retire.
Because I know they do kind of take elements from this and they do put it in the Suicide Squad book, like sporadically in like one specific story.
That's what I was gonna say. The people that did care about Barbara made sure that she came back, and without this story, I do not think we would have ever had Oracle. To be honest with you,
probably not.
No, nope. Yeah, no. You're
And
right.
then-
Totally right.
to like to where Joker's goons are taking out Jim, he's not going to fight back because he's too worried about his daughter right now. So he's in a vulnerable state anyway, as it is. So he's not going to fight. In his mind, he's like, I have to get to Barbara. I have to do what I can to get to Barbara. So
Yeah, he's concerned about his daughter.
Yeah, so he's already weakened at this point.
Yeah.
So for them to
he
just
went
take
after
him,
Joker with the scissors.
yeah. But and then in the third panel here, this is what got me because I was like, this is not real because Joker is never going to be the Red Hood.
Well, I think it's Detective Comics 151. It's a story about the Red Hood and Batman. Batman becomes like a professor at a college for like the detective course or something like that, and he's telling the kids about his Red Hood experience, and then they have like a Red Hood copycat on the campus. But it's talked about how Red Hood kind of is the Joker. Like he comes back late because the Red Hood does dive into the vat and go through the crap and all that, but later in the comics they claim that he is Red Hood, like the same guy. And Alan Moore kind of ties it all together right here, I believe right here pretty well, if I'm not too far gone and mistaken in my thinking.
I found it kind of odd in this book that like Joker would be forced to put on the mask of like the Red Hood. And like
they did a good job convincing him.
Yeah, and
telling him that he needed the anonymity.
Yeah, go convince him to commit this crime.
Yeah.
Of what I don't remember why they were at the chemical plant.
Well, don't forget he worked at the chemical plant, so they need him to guide them through the chemical plant to get to the playing card factory, which is next door. I assume they want to get playing cards so they can rig them up for their casinos or something like that, you know? Yeah. So
Christina.
that's why they sucker him into it. And don't forget, this is the Joker's narration.
Yeah, his
rendition.
What
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like you're saying, he was pretty easy into that life of crime when he's like, oh, my jokes ain't working. I need to get some money for my rent. Let me just go find these guys that happen to need exactly what I have.
Yeah.
The exact info I need or they need, I have it.
The one thing that got me though in this is his wife died from the baby thing malfunction, which kind of something in my head was like, no, there's something more to that.
So
yeah.
So with that was the retcon I was kind of talking about. So I think it was a couple years ago. It might have been with 3 Jokers, but I'm not for sure. It got retcon that she's still alive, and Batman like put her in witness protection program.
Oh wow!
Oh
yeah, she is still alive, and his son is still alive. I think it was.
See, that was the one thing that I was questioning because they said she died from using a bottle warmer, right? She got electrocuted by it in a freak accident. So I was thinking to myself, so she had the kid already, right? Why would she be using a bottle warmer unless she has the child already?
Yeah.
So did the child survive? Like that's a whole bunch of stuff that's left out.
And then
but-
too, like on to play on that, like we got the panel where the cops are just standing outside, so it makes me think they're in cahoots with the two that are convincing Joker to go on this heist with them because they're waiting outside. Like you can see them outside the door, waiting to
Oh,
come in.
I can see what you're saying, but I think it's the convenience of the Joker's story, you know.
Yeah,
But
because
that I could that would make sense. Like they got the cops there to tell him, "Oh, your wife's." Well, I don't know, because he doesn't really want to do it after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because then, like at the won't probably get into it. You probably have the panel where they're at the warehouse.
Yeah, that's coming up. I don't think it's next, but yeah, because they're still talking about the job and the helmet and why he would have to wear the helmet and all that and why they need him. And then we get into Batman in the hospital, and he finds out everything that happened to Barbara from Harvey, and Harvey is looking like an absolute mess, dude.
Yeah,
I like
this is probably the best Harvey Bullock I've seen, though. I do like this Harvey.
Look at his tie. He's got like chocolate on it or something. Yeah.
I like how in the flashback there's no color, but we only get red.
Well, in the original, there's lots of different colors.
Oh, there's lots of different colors? Okay.
Yeah, Brian Bolin went back and recolored it because he didn't like it. I think it's John Higgins. He colored it, and it looks a lot more like Watchmen. Like there's a lot more vibrant colors.
Okay.
Like it looks more like a Joker psychosis story.
Okay.
Like I really like the way Higgins did it. Like here, I can grab one of these, open it up. But Bolin went back and did it. I think it was like 2007. He recolored it. But yeah, there's lots more like oranges and pinks and purples. Let me find that actual panel. Yeah, like here's where Barbara's getting shot. Yeah. See how it looks a lot more like the Watchmen? I think he was trying to go for that coloring, but like I said, Bolin didn't like it. He really hated it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get look at that. Like just the colors on the Joker are way better. Bolin did a great job coloring. Yeah, that's what I liked about it. It's more of it's a little bit more out of the Joker's brain to me. Yeah. Because you see how this is very bright. You know what I mean? The contrast to the shadow is very bright. With the Higgins, you get that in between where it mellows that out and it's not in your face.
Paul, you want to chime in?
I'm laughing because what they're eating. I'm like, that's just, and then there's a dude throwing up at the bar. I'm like, man, I wouldn't eat anything from that bar. You know what I mean? It's like it looks like a rogues gallery almost. But yeah, seeing the guy puke at the bar makes me laugh. I thought that was wild. It's like,
I thought they were gonna stick him with Bill.
I liked how Harvey Dent was talking to Batman, telling him what happened because Batman didn't know what happened to Barbara.
Yeah.
And so Harvey's telling him details that he didn't know. And then Batman's like, get out, I want a minute. And like she knew Batman right away. So she's like, Bruce.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy how she just says Bruce. Like Harvey just left the room. There could be somebody right out there. Like she is so worried about her dad. And she's so scared because she's never seen the Joker do anything like that. Like he's made it personal.
Yeah.
And she said he has a look I've never seen in his eyes before.
Yeah. She's not even worried about herself. Like she's not gonna walk, all right? She's so worried about what's gonna happen to her dad. And she just like wakes up out of a slight coma or whatever you want to call it too.
Yeah. And like she remembered everything too, which like when reading that other panel, is like she's passed out. So it's like, how does she remember?
I felt like this was a very impactful scene with both her and Batman. Like it really hits in a way, like you can feel like the anguish and just being scared, like just with looking at the photos.
Yeah, there's a lot of like torment in her eyes right now.
Yeah, like I feel like in that page, you probably didn't need words; it would speak for itself.
Yeah, Boland's his expressions are very good in this.
Yeah. Next up.
That guy's still riding the pink elephant, dude.
That's wild.
Yeah, and Gordon gets introduced to the freaks. They rip all his clothes off and degrade him down to the lowest form of humanity you can.
We see a lot of Gordon in this book. Just saying.
Yeah, it's
a little too much.
No Batwing. Well, it is a little shadow there, but there's a lot of good really imagery here too. Like all the baby dolls going up to the throne, and it's like one of those. To me, it looks like those tilt-a-whirl rides that you sit in.
Yeah, like the teacups or whatever.
Yeah, it looks like one of those to me.
Do you think he got the freak to put all the babies up there?
I think they did it beforehand, probably. These freaks are freaky, dude.
They are with like their little gift suits that they got on.
Yeah,
you know how they when they talk about circus folk, you know what I mean, how they say they're like it's like weird and it's kind of scary, and they have that what do you call it when you think of them, that's what they are, kind of like
stereotype.
Circus freaks.
Yeah, the stereotype. The stereotype of like circus folk are like, they're like crazy. You know what I mean? And this kind of reaffirms that, because dude, he's doing all this crazy shit, and these circus folk are like, yeah, let's do that. You know what I mean? They don't question him at all.
No,
and dude, you know, there's like the fat woman, and then the tall skinny dude, and then the Siamese twins, and then these guys, these little midgets with like baby faces. That's frightening. That's some frightening shit.
Yeah, what's that? Damn it. Stupid Trev thing with the baby mask. God damn it.
This one, I just can't wrap my head around how Joker went after Jim. I thought if anybody could go after Alfred. So
Alfred's
to me,
Alfred would kill the Joker. I feel
holy
like.
shit.
Yeah, but like, why attack Jim? Like,
because Jim is
Batman.
Jim's the example. So Batman is the vengeance, right? Jim is the example.
He's like
Jim
the
is
justice.
the standard. Yeah, he like when you think of the law in Gotham, you think of Jim Gordon. You know, you think he's going to do it upright. Justice will prevail. And that's what he's trying to do, is to prove that anybody, even the best man by the law standard in Gotham, can be just like the Joker. All it takes is just a bad day, and he's trying to create that bad day. He's doing a damn good job.
So he's feeling like if he can break Jim, he can break Gotham.
He's trying to prove a point. He's trying to show you that it doesn't matter who you are, that you're this close to being the Joker. That's what he thinks. He thinks we're all this close to breaking. Like we're all just a bad day away. Like, have you seen Falling Down?
Yep.
There's just
good movie.
Yeah, like all he wanted was a Pepsi, dude. If he would have got that Pepsi, his day would have been fine. But he didn't get the Pepsi, so he had a really bad day. You know, he turned into the Joker. He went loony.
Yep.
But yeah, I love Jim Gordon. So seeing more Jim Gordon was great. And trying to see the Joker trying to break him, even after everything he put him through, like humiliate him to the point where no human being should be humiliated, and doing the stuff that he did, like seeing your daughter get shot and paralyzed in front of you, and like he wasn't there for when Joker took the pictures, so he doesn't see the pictures yet. So he's like trying to break this man so mentally and physically to like, just as a game, it almost seems like it's as a game, like, hey, I can do this to anybody at the snap of an instant or whatever.
I think James Gordon is like one of the most important people in Batman's lives. and he knew that, you know, if he'd be fucking with James Gordon, that it'd mess up Batman, because Batman cares about him so much. And then to double down, you know, to shoot Barbara Gordon. Wow, craziness! It's craziness.
But yeah, this is the panel I was talking about where I thought the cops were in cahoot because you see them standing outside the door.
Just kind of looking in.
Yeah, just like waiting for their moment.
Like, okay, let's go now.
Yeah. Let's go ruin this guy's day.
Yeah.
Tell him his wife got electrocuted by a baby bottle warmer.
Yeah.
How'd they know he was at the bar, though? You know what I mean?
Dude.
Yeah, that's what I don't know. Like, so
they went and found him.
Maybe,
I know it's Joker telling the story, but that's some comic book, right?
Maybe that was the place he frequented. You know, was that bar specifically?
Boondocks. I think this was called the Boondocks bar.
I think so.
Yeah, just Jim. He's trying to prove a point to Batman as well.
Cannot become you. You're born that way.
Oh, dang, Lady Gaga.
But yeah, so move on to the
flashback to the past, and the cops tell him your wife's dead. She got electrocuted by a baby bottle warmer. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. You still need to break into the chemical factory with us tonight, all right? You goon. Those dudes don't.
They don't care. They don't care.
No, they don't care.
They're like, sorry for your loss, but we'll give you the day, but we'll see you tonight.
Yeah, he's like, oh, your wife died? That kind of sucks a little bit, I guess.
They're there. Come on, let's go do this thing.
They're just pat him on the head. Oh man.
I did laugh. I did laugh when they said, well, you'll have enough money to bear her in a like expensive
luxury.
Yeah, bury her in luxury. That's
luxury. What does that mean?
But you know, like staring and laughing, it looks like
that's when I started thinking, what's up, E? So this is when I started thinking that it was just in Joker's head, because when you see the people like behind him, they have Joker faces. You know what I mean? They're like enjoying his torment. So I'm thinking,
everything's starting to turn
bad. And then you pointed it out earlier, Kelly. They were talking about how the baby and the wife got electrocuted with a bottle warmer when the wife was still pregnant. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, it doesn't add up. You know what I mean? It doesn't add up. So
yeah, because even the cops said it was like a 1 in a million chance that this could happen.
Yes, exactly.
But and then this second part, I won't lie, when I read it, I was singing it as I was reading it because the Joker was like singing it. So I was like, it just popped in my head. I was just singing along with what he was saying. It just clicked into me. I don't know why, but it was just how he wrote it. It portrayed in my head like I gotta sing it this way.
Yeah. Well, and you know this the middle page that really shook me. I think anybody that has kids, especially daughters, that is a father's worst nightmare. You know, come true, and the way that James Gordon, you know, was like, even going through all that shit, you know, when Batman shows up, he's all like, do it by the book. I was like, oh my God, this guy's a badass. I mean, I would have gone mad. I'd fucking want to kill somebody. I'm telling you right now. You know, I'm feeling it. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm feeling the anger just seeing that panel, because if you're a father, that's huge.
Yeah, no, I agree with you in that aspect as a father. And this is probably the scene that hit the hardest, was this scene right here, because I feel like it was very much implied that he did stuff to her that we're not seeing.
Yeah.
This is psychological warfare, and Jim Gordon is the target. And if you look at the third page there, you can see the badump, badump, badump. That's Gordon going around and around through this thing. He didn't just go one time, dude. He is going around and around and around till this thing breaks him down to nothing. He is just, I couldn't imagine seeing anyone I love in that position over and over and feeling helpless to help them like that. Like Mike was saying, like a lot of us have kids, and when something happens to your kid and you can't do anything about it, that is like one of the most helpless feelings that you can have in the world. It sucks. And I mean, it's like that for anybody. If you have a family member that's going through something and you can't do nothing about it, you just feel completely helpless, you know, and that's where Jim Gordon is right now. Completely helpless. He has no idea where his daughter is. He knows that Joker did all this stuff to him. In my mind, I would be right there with you, Mike. I would be like, what else are they doing to my daughter right now?
Yeah.
Where is she? Like, I wouldn't think, oh yeah, she's safe in the hospital.
Yeah.
Joker just let her go. No, my mind, I'm like, I'm chained up. I'm going through this thing being tormented. My daughter's probably got it 10 times worse right now. That's what would drive me crazy.
Or she's dead. That's the other thing that's going through his head.
Like,
yes.
As Jim is going through this, like, I honestly was surprised that he didn't break. Like, he didn't, go that step. But when we get towards the end, I have my theories about what happened.
What's going on, Bruce? Thanks for being here.
I think Gordon could see what was going on. He could see what the Joker was trying to accomplish and how he was using Jim to do that. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, he's trying to break me, but if I allow him to break me, he will win. And there is a worse outcome than just breaking me. You know what I mean?
But why strip him naked and put him in the leather outfit?
It's degrading.
To humiliate him. To humiliate him even further.
Especially like these freaky ass little things to be the ones to do it to him.
Oh, the midgets?
Dude. Yeah, that's got to be another little bit of like, haha, yeah, loser.
So
they waited until he woke up to disrobe him. They could have disrobed him while he was unconscious. It would have been a lot easier. But they did it purposely when he woke up. That's when they do it, when he was conscious, so he could actually feel the humiliation of being stripped naked.
Yeah, there's like, you can't do anything, Jim. You are effed, bro.
The last panel too, here we see them, Batman, Harvey, but I don't know who the third person is. It must be one of the cops, but like Harvey's giving Batman the tickets. But I wonder how he got the tickets for Joker.
It's from the Joker, yeah. Came from the Joker. He probably just sent it to Gotham PD.
Yeah, Bruce.
They have the signal. They can call them in. Like, hey, you got mail.
But yeah,
it's kind of funny because like he couldn't figure it out on his own. The Joker had to tell him where to go.
Yeah,
and you know why? Don't you?
Too busy looking.
No, Dan. He wasn't able to copy Jim's homework. Remember, we've been through this.
That's true. That is true. That's why Jim's the toughest SOB there ever is.
That's right, dude.
And this just proves it.
Yeah. Well, you guys
with the Joker and the reflection, that's some of my favorite work is reflections in panels. I don't know why. You see his feet and that's where you are, but the reflection takes you out of that. It's like you're seeing the different view. I don't know how to explain it without sounding stupid.
No, it's cool. I know what you mean.
Oh, I never noticed that before.
Bruce, you're delirious if you think Lois Lane's tougher than Jim.
I never noticed the reflection. That's a really neat perspective or point of view. Like looking down.
And we get it later. It'll be after this last page because we go flashback to the chemical factory, and it's been a while since our buddy's been there. They're security guards now, so they're chasing him down, trying to shoot him, and these guys are telling the security guards that he's in charge. He's the Red Hood. It's him. You don't want us. He's the bad guy. I love that, dude. Like he was so stupid. He really thought it was for anonymity. Like when anybody in Gotham thought about the Red Hood, they're like, "Oh yeah, that's the leader of the Red Hood gang." Like that's what they're putting on you, bro. That you're the leader. Like that should have clicked in his head, but
He's
so
also kind of like
stupid.
a bumbling idiot at this part. I feel like,
And that's a little bit of the Joker trying to draw
Yeah.
us in, make himself seem more vulnerable and innocent when we know he's not. You know. And if you read the Detective Comics 151, you don't get any of that like innocence stuff in
Okay.
there.
Well, it's so funny when the bullets start flying. He's really dedicated to that. I would have took that helmet off my head
He can't.
and
It's stuck.
oh,
Yeah, it's like kind of stuck on it. See it right there? He's like,
Because
I
his
don't know.
didn't get
face,
that.
his head shape was different when they put it
Because
on.
even when he went into the water, the helmet stayed on. I was like, why is the helmet still on his head? He could hardly
They say
see
it-
and breathe. It's
Did he
like,
say it in this one? In the cartoon, he says you got a funny shaped head.
Yeah, they
I
said
don't
it.
remember if they said it in this one too.
Yeah, they did.
well, I thought they kept it on his head because of the reveal, because the reveal would have been like a lot. It's the way the reveal is. It fits the reveal. You know what I mean? He takes it off. The freaking Joker now. But that's what I thought in when they did it. They just kept it on his head because it makes it for a better reveal.
Yeah.
So
They did a good job of putting you into the time though. When the cop says, "There goes that human bat guy," like they'll let you know right in the time frame where we're at. You know.
the first panel here, where like Jim's going around and around and around, and right when I read this panel, this is where I thought he would have broke, and he didn't. He stood quietly. It's like he knew, okay, I gotta just get my bearings here. Don't say anything because it's just gonna something more. He's gonna put me more or try to do something else. He's like, something's gonna happen. It's like he knows, like, I'm okay right now. I'm okay. Something's coming.
Yeah, he
And
can
that's
read
how
the
I,
Joker.
what?
I think he can basically read that. He knows
Yeah.
what the Joker's doing. Like he can see right through him.
And that's what I got from that this first panel here. It's like he's like, I'm gonna play my mind games and think that he had let him know that he hasn't broken me, but I'm not gonna say anything. So that way he can think that he might have broken me. But that's just what I got from it.
Well, like you said, he's a tough ass son of a bitch.
Yeah. And like Evil Mike says, James is the only person who has been able to read the Joker, him and Bats. And where does Bats get it? We already know who Bats learned from.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I agree. I think he does. He does know the end game. Batman chases our poor comedian, and he has to escape through the sewer system of the chemical plant, which is really not good for his skin or his hair because turns his hair green and his skin bleached white, and it drives him crazy. That was the end of the Joker's bad day. That was the bad day. That was all it took. That was it. That was all it took
That
to
was
drive
it.
the Joker. That was it. That little bit of stuff, and he just went over the deep end.
Yeah.
So it's like you, all it takes is just a little bit, and you're gonna be just like the Joker. Just like Commissioner Gordon here in his cage. He's broken. He's just like the Joker. He's gonna prove it to you, Batman.
Yeah. If it's anything like absolute Batman, then they'll break me.
Poison Ivy's not in this.
Thank God.
Yeah, Poison Ivy's not in this. You're fine.
Yeah, the second panel where Joker or Batman comes, he's like, one of us, this got to end or something. I can't remember exactly what.
Yeah,
they said the
to the
exact same
beginning.
thing as the beginning.
Yeah, that's what he told the guy in the jail cell. He's like, "Yo, I can see the end of this, and one of us is gonna kill the other, or we're both gonna die." Just
Yeah.
I mean, I could see it being the end game, but as we develop further into the Joker, it kind of didn't make any sense because I don't think the Joker could live without Batman. He loves him too much.
No, he couldn't.
I love that we got the flower acid spray though.
Yeah,
I
and he
like
just
how
runs away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked how it
Look.
showed it like melting through the bat suit and then like sort of got to the skin, but not really got to
Yeah.
his skin.
Yeah. He did get an ouchie though.
Yeah,
He, that,
did.
that did hurt.
he got a boo boo.
That did hurt.
It got a little burn, but not like a full
Yeah.
burn.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, I like the end panel where Joker runs into the House of Mirrors or House of Fun, but Batman goes to the cage to get Jim out, and he's like,
Easy
"The police
peasy.
are right behind me. I'll wait here with you." And Jim's like, "No, go get him, but do it by the book."
Yep.
Yeah.
He's like, "Let's show him that even by the book, we can still uphold the law the right way." Even
Yeah,
if
and
he tried to break
that just shows you that he didn't break him. He didn't
Yeah.
break him. He didn't break him. That he still is going to follow the law. You know, bringing him in. You know, but yeah, no. I won't say the end part, but yeah, we're going to get to it.
Yeah, this is just like Dark Knight, where they break Harvey Dent. You know, Joker breaks him. They basically gave this story to Two-Face in there. So, I mean, it worked on Two-Face, right? It broke him,
Yeah, it did. It did.
and he
Did you guys-
was supposed to be like the next example and model of Gotham, which Jim Gordon basically is.
Yeah.
Hey, Danny, did you read the Joker, the volume 2 of Joker?
No.
Where, dude, you got to read it because James Gordon, he actually, we should talk about it in one of our future shows. He actually goes hunting for the Joker.
Yes.
It's a great read.
I heard that was actually a really good read.
It's really good. Danny, because you're a James Gordon fan, you'll love it. And Joker's in it. It's titled Joker. So, yeah.
What's
it's really
wrong,
good.
Matt?
But it's mostly
Matt,
focused on
what's up?
it's mostly focused on
Black Order,
Jim
baby.
Gordon, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we move on to these next panels, Callie, just a couple of things. Evil Mike says they stress this in the death of the family, and Batman stressing Jason to stay away from Joker even on vacation.
Yep.
Then he says, and he wants the vigilante to follow the law.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you can continue on.
This is classic Alan Moore telling us all the fascist ways of the world. You know, I love Alan Moore, but that guy, he really does live in his own world. I know that he lived through a lot of stuff when he was a kid, but the world did keep turning, and we did move on. So, you know, not everything is a bundle of sticks with an axe in the middle. So sometimes it's a little tough for me. Like he makes this joke here about World War II starting over how many telegraph poles. Yeah, I was like, okay, thank you, Alan. You know, that's a total Alan Moore line right there.
That was really weird.
And then World War III starting over a flock of geese.
Yeah, that's total Alan Moore stuff. But I mean, if you read him enough, you kind of expect it at some point. When somebody is spilling the beans, that stuff comes out from him every time. Yes, they did, Matt. You're right.
Leave the grumpy wizard alone.
Yeah. Hey, he lives in a castle, dude. Man. Yeah, it's kind of funny because the Joker's like, "Why aren't you laughing?" You know, his jokes have not been funny. He hasn't told a funny joke yet, like in this whole book. And I think Alan Moore really stresses the point that he's not funny, whether he's a clown or a comedian or just your average Joe. He's just not a funny guy.
But then Batman says he's heard it all before.
Yeah.
And he tells him one final joke.
And then we got the cops in someone's background.
Yeah.
Batman's on the way. Don't worry. But yeah. Continue.
Yeah.
Third panel. Anybody else want to chime in on any of these panels?
No, I mean, I'm good.
Now, I love it when uh the hero goes into like a fun house, and there's always going to be traps and shit, and they always do the mirrors. It's like, so it's been done like a million times, but I love to see it. I love it when they go in there and there's like that maze of mirrors. It's just so classic.
Right here, where Batman smashes through the mirror.
Yeah, he's done. He's like, I can't sit through another one of these jokes. I'm just gonna kick your ass. He does. He beat the shit out of him, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I kind of expected him to go a little more crazy and like really pummel him, kind of like he did in White Knight, where he just almost obliterates his face, dude. Like that's
Yeah.
kind of what I was, for Barbara, come on, get a couple in there, dude.
Toe for toe, Batman always gets the upper hand. But the part in the middle with the gun where it goes click and that's funny. He's like, ah, shit. Because he really wanted to shoot him.
It makes you wonder why he has that gun, right?
Yeah.
Because he has the bang gun all the time, but that one's just funny.
Wait.
Like
Mike said, just love how he already prepared the whole amusement park to get ready for Batman prep time.
Yep. Prep time.
Yep.
Yeah, and we go back to the premise where Batman says, "Look, dude, this is just out of hand. We're gonna end up killing each other," And that's when the Joker like starts to actually break down, and you get a little bit of a mask off,
Yeah.
Or he's like, dude, this is just who we are now. Like, you just got to accept this. Like, it's, I don't know.
Yeah. I think too, like, or see Batman pummel him. I think too, in his mind, he's like, I can't do too much because I promised Jim we would do this the correct way. We'd bring him to justice the correct way.
Yeah, he says, I'm doing it by the book.
Yeah. And that shows how much respect he has for Jim. And I think his respect grew even more because Jim didn't break even after all of this.
Well, not just that. It's just it's weird to say, but Batman has respect for the Joker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of just like, I mean, he has it in his mind where how they have to quit because they don't. They're gonna, Batman's not gonna die. Joker's gonna die. It's like, but he gives him the benefit of the doubt and he says, you could kill me, or I could kill you. Do we really want that? And it's weird how they have that relationship.
Yeah.
Because Batman hates crime.
It's great that you say that, because that's like exactly where Alan Moore wants you right now. He wants you to think, what would Gotham be like without these two guys? Would Batman be willing to kill Joker? Would Joker kill Batman? Like all these things are going through your mind right now, right?
Yeah.
Like, what would happen if Batman did kill Joker? What would happen if Joker killed Batman? Well, what would happen if they both died? It's like there's a lot of open thought here, and that's what I like the most about the end of this book.
It raises a bunch of questions, like what would they be like you said, and it's very much like it feels like a vicious cycle between like two people who are in a very abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They can't let go.
But they can't let go. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to ask you guys about this joke. So Joker tells them there's two crazy guys escaping a mental institute, and they're jumping across the roofs to get the freedom. And the one guy, he's like, I don't want to jump. And he says, well, I'll tell you what, I'll shine my beam across and you can walk across the beam. And the guy's like, what do you think? I'm stupid? You just turn it off when I'm halfway across. So a lot of people think Batman's the guy holding the flashlight. I personally think Joker's the one holding the flashlight, because Joker doesn't have to trust Batman ever, right? Yeah. If they were to escape this reality together and both get out of the madhouse, it's going to take an enormous amount of trust from Batman, not Joker. So Batman's the one that's going to get halfway across, and that light's going to get turned out, and Joker's going to end up still being a villain. You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm kind of twisting it around the opposite way, but that's really the way that I feel about it, is that Joker's the one holding the flashlight, not Batman, because Batman has to trust that Joker's going to hold the beam on so they can both get across and escape insanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
get you. I honestly never picked up on that when I read this.
Well, okay. So I don't know if this actually I do laugh every time I read that, and the joke was actually pretty funny. I thought that was pretty funny. But the
It
thing is like, okay, if you look at the second page, the middle panel, doesn't it look like he's choking the Joker?
He
No.
is.
Does it?
Nope.
Because they're laughing, but I don't know.
Slapping him on the shoulder. Ha 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 ha.
So can we?
I know a lot of. So, are we going to get into this?
Can we get into it?
Do you want to get into? All right. There's
Oh.
speculation that Batman found the poison spike and that it scratched him, and he thinks that he's gonna, go crazy like the guy on the pink elephant. And so people think that Batman's gonna die, so he determines that he has to kill Joker because without Batman, who's gonna stop Joker? So they're speculating that he broke his neck right there, but it's impossible because the haha and the ease, they keep going and Joker is still standing, and it's like if he broke his neck, he wouldn't be standing. He'd be collapsed onto the ground.
Well, go ahead, Mike.
So as a first time reader of this, I felt like, and I took away from it, is he is strangling the Joker, and he actually ended up breaking by the end of this issue. Because if you look at the end, there's no laughter whatsoever. I think he strangled the Joker and killed him. Is how I perceive it.
Yeah. Well, okay. And you know what I like is that, okay, so Joker tells his joke, right? And I think it's masterful because then you see that yellow line in the reflection in another reflection in the water, and then how you see it, and then you see it in the second frame, and then the last frame, you don't see that yellow strip anymore. And he was remembering because he talked about the flashlight.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, that's very proud, dude. That whole page was just like, wow, a lot of questions, but I like how it ended. It was just like that's the end. You know what I mean? It's like, wow.
Yeah.
The one thing at the ending that I took away is Batman tried to relate with Joker because they're both similar, and he's like, I can help you. Like, let's do therapy together. Like, I'll be your therapist. We can work this together. We can come together. We can fix you. And it almost clicked in Joker's head, like, hey, maybe he's right. Maybe he can fix me. Maybe he's gone through what I've gone through. And that's what got me. It's like, for a moment there, it's like the Joker realized, maybe this could work. Maybe he can fix me. Maybe I don't have to be like that. And then, as in Joker fashion, he just snapped back to reality.
Yeah.
I took it as the cops pulled up. They got there. They turned their headlights off because the siren went off as well. It's like Gotham. Nothing has changed in Gotham. Our opening panel was raindrops hitting the ground, and our closing panel is raindrops hitting the ground, and nothing has changed in Gotham.
And then, like, at the end, it almost seems to me like Batman choked him out because you see the laughing, then the laughing stop. It's just like he choked him out. He just wanted the laugh to stop.
The panel description for this from Alan Moore was they both collapse into laughter, leaning against each other. So they're both supposed to be like leaning on each other, laughing hysterically. And, if one falls, the other will fall too. So that had a lot of imagery, but they didn't put it in.
So read a couple things here from the chat. Bleeker says Justice is blind. Could have got a few more punches in, I think.
I agree. Yeah.
Even Mike, he has compassion for a piece of humanity that Batman only sees. And then Yin Yang. Billy says the abusive relationship from Batman's perspective is where my willing suspension of disbelief has a problem.
Yeah, and in logical reality, yeah.
Evil Mike said that's right. that is the right way. Joker with the flashlight crossing the abyss. So notice that the laugh fades away. Billy says Batman is extremely empathetic towards the loss of innocent lives by criminals, and the Joker is the definition of death of innocent people. Billy also said, in reality, if Batman was a real person, he would be extremely afraid not to unlive the Joker, but DC needs the Joker to be around for another 100 years. Well. And then Evil Mike says the bottom panel is the key. Bottom left shows the green stuff crossing the line with both feet. Second panel, just the green crossing, and then no light, no green. My take was Joker's crazy leading to bats. So chat is popping in. Collector P, what's going on? Hey, any Batman fans in here?
I think it's very interesting that we all have different outcomes for this book. I think that's what makes this book so interesting, is that it is left to our own interpretations of what happened. You know?
Yeah.
The problem is people want him to kill the Joker, which is completely contradictory to where Alan Moore is taking you in the story. Like he's trying to show you that good can prevail even when evil is at its finest. So if Batman killed him in the end, then the rest of the story is moot. Like you can just throw it out the window.
Bleaker.
Yeah. I took this a whole different way than probably I should have, but I took this as Jim Gordon is one badass son of a bitch, and you cannot break that man no matter what you try. He will not.
Well, you got to watch that Joker too. The second volume. You got to read that.
Okay.
You got to read it.
So, have you guys ever been in a really good fight? You know, and after you're done, you both look at each other and you're like, "Damn!" You just shake hands and walk away.
Like my wife when I fight with my wife.
That's what this is to me.
Exactly.
Them sharing the laugh is them realizing where they are, shaking hands and parting ways. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, look, even in that panel, Joker's got his hand out. He's like, "Let's shake on it, buddy."
Yeah, he probably has that buzzer in his hand.
Yeah.
But yeah, so here's our quote of the night, and then we're going to do our community shout out winner. So,
hey,
quote of the night.
Are we going to rate this one?
Oh, yeah. So let's go around and rate it. So, Callie, what are you rating this?
So, I'm rating it way higher than Alan Moore. Alan Moore hates this story, even though he wrote it.
Really?
He thinks it's not even worth reading because
story.
Yeah, he thinks it's not translatable to actual humans. Like we're talking about with logical reality, it doesn't fit. So, but I'm still gonna rate this what are we doing out of 10?
Yeah.
Out of 4, wasn't it?
Yeah, out of 4. Out of 4.
Oh, okay.
1 to 4.
4.5.
Nice.
Okay.
Awesome.
Before we go to the other one, I ended the poll. So we have 67% saying 4, 1% saying 25, or 1 saying 25%, and 3 with 8%.
Okay.
Mike,
said 4.
So we're rating it 1 to 4?
Yeah, 1 to 4.
I would give it like a 2.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't. Maybe it's because I knew so much about this before. No.
Don't invite Mike anymore. Hater.
No. So I don't 100% hate it, but I feel like as hearing about it, like I said before, throughout the years, I didn't have that surprise going into it. Like I already knew what to expect.
Okay.
From reading it. So like that's kind of why I rated it a little bit low, because I knew what to expect when reading this, because people talk about it all the time. Is it bad? No, it's not. It's not a bad book. It's like going to see like a movie and then people tell you beforehand what happens in the movie type of
Yeah,
thing.
Bruce Willis is dead. You know, I see
Yeah,
dead
yeah.
people. Yeah,
Yeah,
totally
that's
ruined
what
it.
it kind of was like. Yeah, I will say it is better than the animated adaptation that we got from
Okay.
from it.
Boggs is here. Boggs is not here.
I do enjoy Mark Hamill though as
Yeah.
Joker. Like that's
I
good
understand.
stuff right
I know what
there.
this is. This is a shadow.
Yeah, Paul.
So, the thing is this story is so impactful. I'm like Callie. If I could rate it higher than a 4, the scale was up to 10, I would have rated it a 10. They keep on, even current day Batman, they still refer to Killing Joke in everything. They refer to that. They always go back to refer that. Again, Callie, I think he said there would be no Oracle without the Killing Joke. You know what I mean? It's like there's so much that comes from this story, and it's lasted the test of time, and it's always being mentioned when it comes to like some of the best Batman stories. They always come back to this, and that's one of the reasons why it keeps on getting reprinted. I think besides Absolute Batman, I think is it how many times has this thing been reprinted?
A lot.
I think like 12.
Yeah, so they keep on coming back to it. So for me, yeah, 4. If that's the highest we could rate it. I'm giving it a definite 4,
Nice.
not a 2.5. I love you, Mike.
Rate. Evil Mike says, I always took it as Jim was the stone, but everybody else around was affected by the crazy bats, Harvey Dent and Bullock.
I like that.
He hates 75% of his works.
Yeah,
he does.
Alan Moore hates everything.
He complains about it because
and everybody.
He feels like he ruined comics in a way because everyone takes this as some standard that they have to meet when they write a comic, and it has to be dark, has to be brooding, and it has to be all this stuff. And he hates it because everybody's trying to do too much, and he just wants comics to be comics again. Just kind of funny.
Mike rates it a 4.
Everybody's trying to be Alan Moore, and Alan Moore doesn't want to be Alan Moore.
Yeah.
Even Mike, I'd rate it way higher if it was a traditional Batman case.
And he's right, because there's no case here. There's no detective work. Joker gives him the tickets. Like Joker did all the work. He did all the heavy lifting in this book.
Yeah.
So for first time reading this, I'm going to give this a 3.
Okay.
Fair grade.
I didn't read anything. I didn't look into anything. This is my first time actually reading it, even learning about it. I just wish we got the real origin of Joker instead of the fake story. I think that would have been a lot better. Because I could tell like right from the get-go that it was fake.
Yeah.
Because Joker loves to joke.
Yeah. And I mean, the Mobius chair does tell Batman that there's 3 Jokers anyway.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well,
clown,
okay.
the comedian, and
I want to add to what Danny said. Doesn't the bad guy always think they're the good guy?
Yeah.
So I think
morally put themselves above. Yeah.
Okay.
But
some just don't care, dude. Some men just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah.
The quote of the night, Joker quote of the night for tonight. I used to think my life was a tragedy, but now I realize it's a comedy. Joker. Haha.
Comedies are sadder than tragedies.
Yeah.
All right. So let me pull up this because this is our community shout out. So this is everyone who's been part of the community shout out is all put on this wheel. So you guys have a chance to win. Yes, Callie?
So Robbie Josephs is on there twice. Is one of those Robert Pop Springs?
Yes.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So you have a chance to win Batman and the Signal issue 1 and 2.
Nice.
Out of the 3-part miniseries.
Is that going to tell us why Duke is a Robin? in Absolute Batman?
I don't know. Maybe.
Well,
Okay.
he was a Robin at one point, right? He was
No,
part
I
of
don't think.
I think he was part of like the We Are Robin story, and he was like he dressed up as a Robin.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe.
All making
okay.
more sense.
All right.
All
Are
right.
you guys
Which
ready?
one's Robert Pop Springs? Is he blue or green?
Robbie, if you're in the chat, what color do you want? Blue or green? Give me a number to shuffle. Give me a number.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right.
Oh,
Good luck,
Here we go.
guys. Good
Good
luck.
luck, everyone. And 3, 2. I hope Boggs doesn't win it.
Oh, damn.
Aw,
Don't say that.
that's cold.
Don't say that.
Joking,
Boggs,
He's gonna
Boggs,
win.
Boggs.
Oh my god! I thought Boggs was gonna win.
Oh, Dave.
Yeah,
Dave,
Dave.
just for average
No,
geese.
we're gonna need you to
Congratulations.
spin that
Oh,
again.
well deserved. Well
Spin it
deserved.
again. It doesn't
Yeah.
spin right.
Spin it
I
again.
thought you called it, Danny. I thought Boggs was gonna win that. Phil, what's up, dude? Yeah, let's
That's
go.
awesome. Congratulations, Dave. Boggs. I love you, Boggs. You know that. But I would have died if it put up to Boggs. Then you would have known it was rigged.
Oh my god, that's
But
funny.
yeah, awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed. But now we why don't we show what we picked up this week? You guys want to show some stuff?
Sure. I don't got a lot, but I got stuff to show.
I haven't picked
All
up
right.
my stuff this week.
Of course you didn't. You got the rude of the show today. You're the
Look,
rude.
my comic shop's only open on Fridays and Saturdays, and I couldn't make it on Friday.
All right.
Yeah,
That's
sometimes
nice.
the week's rough to get to the
Even Mike-
LCS.
Hey, Boggs needs some more DC in his life.
I know he does.
Jinxed
So,
himself almost.
So this is my pick of the week. I thought this was I love this story. It was for a first issue, it was amazing. And it was funny too because and this is a non-DC book. Deadpool came out with the #1, and I was hoping Deadpool was gonna be like this book, but again, Deadpool's Deadpool, so it was a lot of slapstick. I didn't want that. I wanted a badass mercenary that messes people up. This was the book right here, Deathstroke. And the cool thing,
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn off my background because it's gonna mess with what I'm showing. None. All right, here we go. So this was one of the Batman villains that Danny highlighted a few weeks ago. I'm loving this title. It's I'm not gonna do any spoilers, but this was my favorite read of the week, and it's Batman related. So all the books I'm showing is gonna be Batman stuff.
It'll
That
be
one's-
on next week's show.
That one's
Yeah.
high on my to read list.
Nice.
The Deathstroke
So,
one.
and then I also got some different variants.
Nice.
So I like this. The yellow background pops. So I thought that was cool. I picked that up. And then they have a one that's not shiny. I picked the shiny one. Yeah, little foily action. And then of course, con season's coming up. I don't go to WonderCon this weekend. WonderCon is the following weekend, and I'm gonna bring this one right here. Hopefully I could find somebody who could do some dope art. For not, I don't want to pay $500, guys. So you know what I mean. I'm gonna get a guy who's less expensive, but can draw his ass off. I did get the blank of this. This comic I didn't like so much. It was kind of Deadpoolish, and I'm not a fan of that kind of stuff.
Is it Lobo?
But I did get the Lobo one. Yeah, see, Callie got it too. Yeah, I do love the character though. I think Lobo, seeing Jason Momoa on the big screen play Lobo, that's gonna be amazing. I'm looking forward to that. And then the last book I'm gonna show is Nightwing, a book that I've read since issue 1. New story arc.
Exciting.
New
I
artist.
know we're doing Killing Joke, But if we were talking about this, I was gonna talk about this.
Next week.
It's good. I
on
like
next
it.
week.
It's a different. The vibe is totally different than the last arc. I'm into it. I'm ready to talk about it next week on Dan's show. I'm gonna be in Anaheim. I'll be on this show in Anaheim, on my phone. So I'm not gonna have this background. I'm gonna have a background of a hotel room in Anaheim. So yeah, next week, next Friday.
Nice. Callie or Mike, do you got anything?
I got a few things.
All right.
I haven't read it yet, but I did pick up Batgirl, obviously.
Nice.
I got Batman still. Have to catch up on that. I got the new Sagi Ojimbo right here.
Oh, dope.
Good.
Yeah. This one was utter trash, but I got Emperor Aquaman. I'm dropping the book after this one. That one sucked. That one sucked hard.
That's too bad.
I picked up Dork. Dan hates this book for some reason.
I hate that book.
Dan hates fun. Okay.
That is terrible.
Dan
I don't even
hates
call it fun.
I picked up Alias because it just looked fun.
Oh, nice. Big Mac.
And then I got Harley Quinn Elvira right here.
That was a fun book.
And then last I picked up I got another one. Sorry. I got Daredevil Punisher right here, number 5. Ooh. And then this one also kind of sucked too. But Invincible Team Up, issue 14 with Spider-Man.
Nope.
It wasn't the greatest. I'm glad I didn't spend like $50 on the original. But yeah, that's all.
Is it worth more than $50?
I think it's worth more than $50 now, but it's not a good story. It's not a good story at all.
Huh. Okay.
So shout out to Putrid Stone Saw at Black Order Comic Club. He posted this book last week or 2 weeks ago or something, and I collect comics that have the same cover as. Yes, I collect comics that have the same cover as video games. So Blast Core is a Nintendo 64 game, so now I got to find that, but that's like $50, so it'll be a while on that one. And I got a bunch of books from Bleecker Street Comics. He does live auctions on YouTube. Really good prices. Check them out. I don't know where Trev's at. Good. I got a Dr. Afra.
Oh, Dr. Afra.
He's probably gonna
Trev's gonna pop up. You said the name.
Right?
Ooh,
nice.
Do you have the one where they do the homage with Marvin the Martian, where he has all the rings?
No, I have a Santa Claus one. I have a Lobo one, and some other one. I don't remember what it was. Thundercats.
Nice.
I'd tell you the price on this, like this whole bundle that he gave me, but you guys will get super jealous.
What?
Yeah, dude, you gotta. If you see Bleecker on an auction, you gotta get on there because sometimes
Bleecker. What does he have his auctions? I gotta get some of that. Those are all dope books.
Yeah, dude, he's always got the dopest dope.
I didn't know he did that. So he does that besides church on Sundays, huh?
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Thank you, Bleecker. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh,
awesome!
Yep. Wow, that's a haul.
That it?
Yeah, that's it. Here, I'm get my horns.
Okay.
So, Danny, you know what's so funny? I had a giveaway on last Tuesday's show, and I gave more than I wanted to. What do you call it? Cliff. He got me. Goes, that's not enough. You got to put more. I was like, oh shit. So, I think it was Missing Mars.
Yeah.
Who won? Dude, he got a haul for me, so he better do a video because I gave him some dope ass books that I didn't want to give away. But congratulations to him.
All right,
he deserves it. He's good.
I got a stack here from Dave, Just Your Average Geek, sent me some stuff, and then I also got my new comic book day pickup. So I never had a Jim Lee cover.
What?
And Dave sent me a Jim Lee cover.
Like ever?
Like ever. This is my first.
Come
Jim
on,
Lee
you
cover.
have to have some,
dude.
Oh yeah.
Dan's the only person that didn't buy X-Men 1.
Yeah. So this is my first Jim Lee cover. So thanks, Dave.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
So
It has Superman being a bad guy on it. That's like your favorite thing.
yeah.
No, Batman's got him right where he wants him.
I
Yeah,
know.
He's gonna pull out the kryptonite and just cripple him. And then he sent me this one, Batman versus Bane, and Bane's in a Batman suit.
Whoa,
No, that's pretty cool. I like that.
awesome, dude.
So
I didn't know they
that's
ever made
pretty
that.
cool.
Right?
I like that one. And then he sent me Frank Miller and Jim Lee, Batman and Robin.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh. Interesting.
So that was cool. He sent me the Psylocke cover.
Oh.
not just that one. Not
That's
just that one.
That one, Danny. You guys
Not
showed
just
me
Not
that
that-
one.
Not
You
that
showed-
one. There's
Ooh.
two of them. There's two of them. The Harley Quinn
Yeah.
as a witch.
And it's signed.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That one's
Those
signed.
are nice. Those are nice.
Evos.
And then Earth Prime Batwoman, 1 of 6.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the one
wow.
my buddy Michael Claro did.
Wow.
Oh, cool.
Sweet.
That's a banger.
And then I'm a huge Thing guy, so he sent me some Thing covers. So we got this one.
Oh, that's a wraparound.
I think so, maybe. Yeah.
Yep, they did there's like 13 of them. I got them all. I had to.
Wow.
a lot
This
of
is my
covers.
first fight cover one.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, I like that.
that one. Yeah.
It's like a fight card.
Yeah.
hmm
Steve says, "Hey, you're not alone. I don't have X-Men 1 either."
What? I thought that was like required if you're a comic book collector to be in your
That's fine.
collection.
Lee,
That's
Yeah,
Lee
like
says,
maybe
pretty
4
sure
of
we
them.
can all
Comic.
send him an X-Men 1. Ella wouldn't even make a dent.
Yeah.
You guys supposed to have like 4 or 5 in their collection.
You got this one here.
Nice.
I like that one.
Oh,
Scratch
I
off.
actually have it on my wall. I just looked up. I have, you know how they connect the connecting covers? I'm looking up. I have it right on my wall.
So I'm trying to complete my Thing run, and then I'm going into the Thing 2-in-1. So he sent me a lot of 2-in-1 things, which was great. So it helps build. So Thing in
Yeah.
the
Oh, that's
window,
awesome. That's cool.
Thing and Warlock.
Nice.
Nice.
A lot of people enjoy collecting that 2-in-1 series.
Yeah,
It's a
they're
fun
good
Thing
series.
and Question.
covers.
Yeah. Is that Paste Pot Pete?
And Thing and
Yeah,
Mr.
what?
Fantastic.
Ooh.
See, that's awesome, Kelly. You just knew that just by the gun.
I just make stuff up, dude.
No, well, I think you hit it on the nose.
And
I was
then
a betting man. I'd bet that's correct.
these are my new pickups. So we got Sam and Twitch,
Yeah.
and we got the Virgin variant cover.
Ooh, that's cool.
Oh, Christmas.
I like
so
that.
this was supposed to
Dude.
come out in Christmas, but they got moved back till this
Santa's
week.
being a creeper in the window.
And Sam
like
looks
it.
like he's lost about 150 pounds.
Yeah.
His belt fits for once. Holy cow.
So that one, I got Deathstroke number 1, 2, but I got the Eom variant.
Oh, I like that one. That
Ooh.
one's cool.
I need to get that one. That one's a really good.
Hell
It's like blood. Yeah, see?
Go,
There
buddy.
you go. Oh, man, I got to join the
That's
club.
that's
You
the,
do?
Part of
that's
that
the
club,
cover I
man.
picked for my thumbnail for my video that I'm going to make.
And
Ooh.
then I got this one I'm really looking forward to. Looking forward to reading this one. So I got Batwoman number 1, but I got the George Corona variant.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
I got the art
Nice.
germ.
I got that one coming in my other poll.
Yeah, those are nice.
And then I have Catwoman, but it got delayed, so it won't be here till next week.
I wish she was centered more on that one. I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know why they put her to the left like that. That was the
Yeah.
only reason I didn't get
It doesn't,
that.
and then it doesn't wrap around either, right?
No,
It
no.
does not.
Yeah, so that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have just centered it better.
Aren't
But
they
the
all
A
kind
Maybe
of
cover-
background color,
A
but-
cover's nice too. The A cover's
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got.
Very nice.
But
Rock one, guys.
Rock one.
What's your address, Steve?
Yeah, I know. That made me laugh.
Yeah, so that's the show for tonight. Thank everyone for being here with us, and congratulations to everyone who won the giveaway. I still think it's rigged that Paul won the chocolate Batman. I think we might have to redo that one, but I
He
don't
deserves it. He deserves it.
Here you go, Paul.
know. Paul. But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us and watching us. And in the future, watching this in the future, thank you for sticking around, hanging with us. And it was fun doing the Killing Joke. This was fun because I've never read it. Mike never read it.
Yeah.
You
Great
guys
show.
are the ones who read it.
Yeah.
So every 10 episodes, we're going to be doing a theme. We haven't figured out the theme for the next one, but next week's show is going to be great. And just a little thing before we go, we have 3 guests that are going to be joining us, 2 in April and 1 in May. So April 10th, we have Eddie from the Batcave is going to be joining us. It's going to be fun. He's great. If you haven't seen him, go check him out. He's got a great channel. April 17th, we got Callie's LCS owner joining us, Mike. Not this Mike, a different Mike.
Oh, okay.
We're going to call him Mike the Comic Store Mike.
Other Mike.
Other Mike.
And then on May 18th, we have Daniel Loves Comics joining us.
Oh, let's go.
And then also in May,
Black Order, baby.
we have Boston Chris is going to be joining us.
Oh, another Black Order guy. Let's go. Get these guys in.
If you guys want to join the show, just reach out to me and we can make it happen. If you love Batman, you want to hang around with these crazy fools for an hour or two, it's always a great time. And you never know, you might be one of the right ones to guess one of the toys here sometimes. Like Mike, if you don't cheat.
I haven't got it right.
You didn't say you couldn't use Google.
First time we started doing it.
But no, thanks everyone. As you always know, that Bat Light's got to go at some point, and this is the time it's got to go out. So we'll see you next Friday.
I never said thank you.